I never took rocks for jobs. Guys, yeah, this is rocks for jobs. I never took rocks for jobs. I never took guys. This is rocks for jobs. I never took rocks for jobs. Guys, this is rocks for I never took rocks for jobs. I never took rocks for
Wheels spin on the ground. Sky dark rolls a sound. Echo in the heart's core. Ride like never before. Pedals screaming, wind howl. Freedom rushes through the soul. Chase the night, break the dawn. Never stop, keep rolling on.
Yo dudes, welcome back to the channel. Hey guys, good morning. Wednesday morning, April 22nd. Right now on screen here, I'm watching La Fleche Wallone. You guys are watching me in my pink jersey here. Guys, I'm thinking I got Giro fever already. Giro fever is coming already, dudes. Lots to talk about today. Okay, let me just turn this down a bit. We got things going on here. I see some good chat going on. Dave just jumped into the chat. Aaron's here. Eddie's here as well. We're talking about the Amstel Gold Race that went off on the weekend with Remco winning that. Eddie's talking about the Tour of Hainan. I was watching that too, Eddie. Just kind of like watching the stats for it. Where are we at, guys? Let's jump into pro cycling stats here. Right now we have La Fleche Wallone going on. We have the women's race going on too. Same race. Also the Tour of the Alps. That race is really good, guys. That race is really good. There's an awesome battle right now between Pellizzari for Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe and Timon Aaronsman for the Ineos Grenadiers. Over at La Fleche Wallone, we have just over 100 kilometers to go. It's kind of where I was planning to come on today. I know I jumped on just a couple minutes late here. Second coffee of the day, and I am seeing it right now. Pro Cycling Stats just mentioned it 4 minutes ago. Decathlon is pulling up the front right now. 5 members for Decathlon here at the front. And Pinarello is quite active here over on the right-hand side too. So things are starting to group up now, guys. There's 2-minute gap to the 6 riders up front. Andreas Leknesund for Uno X. Yardi Christian Vanderlee for EF. Jakob Truba. I know, I think Aaron was commenting here, like a lot of the names at the front. You may know this is the Baloise rider. So this is a Pro Series rider here. 25 years old. Vincent Van Hemelen from Herentals. Wow, Herentals. Dude, he's right from this area here. He is right from this area here. Dudes, I want to show you something here quickly. I pulled up this morning. I think it's, well, here's our stage profile. So La Fleche Wallone has a nice little website here. And, okay, was it Herentals? Is that where he started? Maybe I'm confusing the name. Okay, so it's kind of confusing the name here. Yeah, here's our profile here. Kind of starting in the northeast corner. Actually, I'll put the map up. I think I have a map. I don't have a map. I had a map. Sorry, guys. Here's the map. We do have a map. Oh. Yeah, I don't know where a map would, guys. We start in the northeast at Herstal. Here, let's just follow along here. And we end up working our way to the southwest. At the end, we do 3 loops of the Mur de Huy. Wherever you say it, the wall of Huy circuit. 3 climbs up that. We finish up that climb at the very end. This is a brutally tough race, guys. High speed racing here. This is where we start our circuit at this point here. On screen, you can see the circuit that's forming right now. The Côte de Charab, the Côte d'Effre, however you want to say that. And there's the Mur de Huy. Second passage. There's 3 passages up it, and we should finish right there. We finish on the Mur. So, guys, just wanted to show you that thing there. We'll close that down. And over at VeloGames, finally got my picks in time. So this is who I went with today, guys. I went with Kian Utebrooks, Paul. Yeah, he's a really good pick because he doesn't cost a lot either. Romain Gregoire, Tim Wellens. I thought he might go on a big one, long one. Jai Hindley, looking for him to do something this year. And Baloki, I think he's a future star. Basically, I picked him to fill out my points. I think I had 8 points left to use. I threw him in thinking, yeah, maybe he can get away somewhere. But basically, he was just, I needed to spend all my points. So that is my VeloGames picks there. Coming up next on Sunday, we have Liège-Bastogne-Liège. 5 days after that, we've got Eschborn-Frankfurt. Yeah, guys, it just keeps going. Trobo-Lyon. It just keeps going and going and going, dudes. Over to Pro Cycling Stats. Let's just jump back. Let me catch up with the chat here. I think Drew's back. Eddie's here. Eddie, just saw that. So UCI World Track Championships are in Malaysia, guys. Is it World Track? Is it World Track Championships? Or just Track Championships? It's World Cup Round 3. Coming to Malaysia on Friday. Dudes, I was thinking about doing that. I thought I might just pop on and do it because it's on Flow Bikes. Watching a group here, guys, it looks like it's Yardi Christian Vanderlee on the front right now at the head of the course here. It is Yardi Christian. Pulling through, we have Jakub Truba. This guy, you guys should know him, Czech Republic rider. We watched him a lot last year at the Crow race. We covered that race on the channel. We did La Vuelta as well last year. He finished 90th at La Vuelta last year. I was just having a quick look at this again here. Maybe I remember him from this stage here. You know, he would have been on camera for quite a while, 62 kilometers. He was in another break here. Actually, he was in 4 different breakaways at La Vuelta last year. So that's why his name probably sticks out in my head. Rides for a Pro Series team, Caja Rural. Total Energies rider coming to the front right now. So what has everyone been up to? How's the cycling going, guys? Dudes, I'm getting ready to go outside shortly. Gonna get back on the road outside. Good morning, world. Aiden's asking who's the favorite today. I gotta say Paul. I'm gonna go with Paul on that last climb. I mean, I think that's an easy pick. What does everyone else think here? We can take a look at the start list. So Alaphilippe, you know what? Alaphilippe's won this race 3 times, guys. Alaphilippe, Mark Hershey's here too. Watch out for him. Kevin Vauquelon's probably looking for his good first result of the year. What has Kevin done this year? Second, that's right, he had a really nice time trial at the Basque Country race. Really nice time trial there. Paris-Nice, 4th place overall. Ineos Grenadiers first in the team time trial. At the Algarve, 5th overall. 24-year-old Kevin Vauquelon from Bayeux in France, riding for Ineos Grenadiers / Total Energies. We'll keep an eye on him. We got Skelmos here for Lidl Trek. So that's probably their big guy there. Jai Hindley for Red Bull. UAE. Who's the UAE star here? I would say, you know, it could be a Sivakov or a Tim Wellens if I had to pick someone to win this. Groupama, Romain Gregoire. He's my go-to right there. Bahrain Victorious, you got Lenny Martinez, Peo Bilbao for sure. Up that final climb, Decathlon, Paul. It's a given. I think his team's getting really strong here with Leo Bissot on board, Jordan Labrosse, Paul Lapierre. These guys are all strong riders. Stan de Wolf was pulling on the front before. Team Jaco Alula. Who's our dude here? That Mirdui is going to knock any of the sprinters out. Mauro Schmidt, he could try to go from a long ways out. It just goes on and on, guys. Who do we have for Pro Series teams here? Pro Series teams here. Cajural, Balwas. Oh, Unibet's here as well. Unibet, Rose, Rockets in the mix, dudes. Let's just jump back, and there's so much more to look at in cycling here, guys. Let me just catch up in the chat. Jose Mercado saying, nice haircut. I guess we're assuming me. I did have a haircut a week and a bit or so ago, I think. Guys, I haven't been on enough, and I apologize for that. I'm getting really busy with work. Aaron saying, saw that Sunweb is youngest team at average age of 22, 124 days. They are babies. Decathlon at the front, second youngest. I think we're... Okay, yeah. Eddie. Team Ukio, guys. I know that guy, what was his name? Mati or something. He won the first stage. Let's jump back to the main page here, guys. Still stagnant here. Static. I don't want to say stagnant. We're at just under 95 kilometers. It says 2 kilometers remaining on this climb. But over at the Tour of the Alps, well, let's just dial it back 1 second. So, Fleche is on. Women's Fleche Wallone is on. The Tour of the Alps Stage 3 is on. Also racing today, we have the Tour of Algeria. We have some race in Belgrade. It's a 2.234 kilometers. That must mean it's a time trial. It looks dead flat. Probably a time trial going on over there. It's a stage race at the 0.2 level. Stage 1B. Yeah, look at these studs. Probably doing 2 stages in one day. I love it. I love it. 2 stages in one day, like the good old days of the Tour de France. But dudes, coming up shortly, we got so much stuff going on, and Eddie mentioned it. I'm looking to look at the next races here. So guys, I'm scrolling faster. I know, I apologize for that. So where are we right now? Right now, I'm looking hard right here. Fleche. Then I think it's on the 24th. Eddie was saying that we have World Track Championships, which I have seen. It's on Flow Bikes. That's where I saw it on the schedule. It's not showing up here. They're probably not going to cover it. On Sunday, we have Liège-Bastogne-Liège. I think it's a 4 a.m. start for that one. I'll probably... you know what? I'm going to go watch a whole bunch of Liège-Bastogne-Liège races over the next couple days and see when I'm going to start that one. Kind of like Paris-Roubaix. That race you got to watch from the beginning. Like, how good was Paris-Roubaix, guys? It was incredible. But yeah, Team Ukio, Eddie. It might have been Burgos I saw them at last year. So when that name popped up, I'm like, yeah, I know that team. Yeah, it's continental level team. Winning a stage at the Tour of the Alps against the pros. Aiden, dude, bro, thank you so much for your contribution to the channel. I really appreciate it, guys. I got to like that one for sure. We're just kind of puttering along here. I'm trying to get back into the groove. I feel like I've kind of lost my funk. I am pretty busy with work right now, and I think it's just kind of overtaking my brain. So I'm like, I should be working on that file early. But you know what, dudes? I have plenty of time to get these files done. So I just got to get into the groove. Yeah, Murder Weed, 9.5% average grade over 1.3 kilometers. Julian Alaphilippe with record 24.2 back in his heyday of 2021 from Aaron. We'll celebrate the Giro with the Giro Diner. I think you say hero. I think that's how you say it. Aiden, thank you so much. Any support's appreciated, guys, to keep me chugging forward. I have a slight monetization on the channel. I think I just got my payout, and it was like, okay, I could have, if I pump gas. I always tell people my payouts right now, if I pump gas for one day, that's more than the channel makes in a month right now. It does get better later in the year, guys. It does get better. Yeah, that's right, Aaron. I'm getting the pink warmed up for the Giro. Can anyone beat Jonas if he does not crash or get sick? He is a bigger favorite at the Giro than Poggi at the Tour. Yeah. Has Paul been announced yet? Have they announced Paul yet? 93.4 Ks to go, guys. So Liège-Bastogne-Liège is Sunday. We're going to do that. And there's other stuff. Look at this. Tour of Romandy starts on August 28th. So that's kind of like the next one I'm considering. That's a World Tour race, guys. World Tour. I think Poggi's riding that. I think Poggi is at... There he is. Poggi's riding the 79th Tour of Romandy. So he will be riding that. But it gets better. But wait, there's more. So where are we looking at? There's a tour. So that's from April 28th to... So that'll be starting on a Tuesday. Probably through... Well, it says it's a full week long or something. Doing a nice little climb here. Riders struggling at the back. We got one rider at the back here. It's a Groupama rider, it looks like. Yeah, off the bike for a second there. I don't know if he dropped his chain or something. Didn't have any assistance, just climbed back on his bike. Ewan Costu. So yeah, Tour of Romandy coming up, and we have all that coverage. I might even have the Tour of the Gila. I think Flow Bike shows the Tour of the Gila, which I might do just because I don't do many of those races. I gotta turn that volume down, my notifications. Now, dudes, May 8th, right there, the Giro. Pink jersey in honor of the Giro. But there's something else coming too, guys. Something else coming before that. May 3rd, let's back it up. The women's Vuelta a España is coming, dudes. May 3rd through May 9th, so there'll be a one-day overlap into the Giro. I'm going to do that race. I'm doing that race. It starts on May 3rd through May 9th. The last 2 stages look absolutely brutal. With this one here, let's take a look at this guy. They don't show the whole stage yet. They finish HC climb at the end. They climb the Angleroo at the very end of that race. 132 kilometers. I think that's a 12.5 kilometer climb at close to 10% average here. This is Women's World Tour, guys. All the bangers are going to be here. All the absolute hitters of Women's World Tour racing will be there. They have a big climbing day before that as well. Let's take a look. They don't have the vertical meter shown yet. We're probably a little bit too far out for those stats. So we're going to be doing that too, guys. And then, the Giro starts, and then we're off to the races, guys. Then the season's really on. The Giro, for me, is kind of like, we're there. We are there. Okay. Oh, Dave's rebuilding his bike into his gravel cyclocross bike. Aaron's saying Benoit Cosnefroy. Yeah, so Benoit Cosnefroy, this dude here, he just moved to UAE this year. I think he was Groupama. He was Decathlon last year. So left Decathlon. He is 30 years old, has a 2-year contract with UAE. So that is Aaron's pick for finish. Yeah, and take a look at his results, guys. 3rd at Amstel Gold. 3rd at Brabant's Bigil, however you say that. Doors 137th. 100th at Milan or Torino. Yeah. He's probably their guy for today. That or Wellens, I'd say. For them. Catching up. Let me just, Aaron's saying, Paul, reluctant betting favorites. Aaron saying also, maybe Van Eetveld. I think it's Van, what's his name? I always screw his name too. I'll catch up with that in a second, guys. I got to have some more coffee here. Guys, the front group is starting to splinter right now. The front group is splintering. We are on this little second bump here. And on the downhill, we've lost Yardi Christian Vanderlee. We've lost Pedro Truba. 4 riders front. It's maybe only a 10-meter gap, but Jakob Truba, it is Jakob Truba, is slowly pulling back. I think he's going to drag the two of them right back on now. Peloton is only 150 down, so they pull back about 20 to 30 seconds already. Yep, French president wants Paul to stay in France. Would say I'll be the youngest winner ever. Of this race, probably. So I think he won his first World Tour race. Let's see. Decathlon. It's so funny now how Decathlon is the team. It's kind of like they're the team now with this dude. And the team is a lot stronger than it used to be. It's Julia Basque Country, first place. He won stage 2 on April 7th. And I mean, the guy's just, he's not 20 until next September. I don't know if maybe that question is he the youngest pro race winner ever? I think he got his first pro win before Poggy did. Someone can check that out. That'd be great. As I'm trying to keep rolling here. Yeah, more like static quo. Status quo. See, the words. I said static quo. Come on. Dave saying, hoping to see a Taylor Phinney do a Chris Horner. Now, Dave, I'm not sure what you mean by that, but I think I kind of know what you mean by that. Yeah, I don't know if it was on Roller. I can never say that word. I do subscribe to the magazine. Taylor Phinney apparently is making a comeback. I guess encouragement from his wife, Kasia Niewiadoma. Has encouraged him to come back. I don't know where he's making his comeback. I just don't know why he ever retired. The guy, how long has he been gone for? It seems like he's been gone for years. Get the waffles out for Sunday. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh yeah. Wout's win at Paris-Roubaix, guys, was so good. Like, that just shows you, like, what I thought was really impressive. There was a stat, and I don't know where I saw it. They showed the weight of the top 10 finishers at Paris-Roubaix, and, like, I'm kind of, maybe I come off as biased against Poggy at that race, but I don't think he can win it. It just shows how good he is that he's right there to win it. He's so much lighter than the other riders. Like, he's probably on average 10 kilograms, 22 pounds lighter than all the other top 10 finishers. I think he just gets kind of a little bit maybe too beat up at that race. He doesn't have that sprint finish that the big boys will have. Wout's a big dude. He walks around at 6'3". And, I think he's like high 70s kilograms. So, and Poggy, I think, was 65 or 66 kilograms for that race. And Wout's like 78. That's where I think his weakness is there. Also, when he got to ride what he called the Shimano neutral service bike, he called it a wheelbarrow. He called the Shimano neutral service bike a wheelbarrow. If it wasn't for the wheelbarrow, he wouldn't have been on the podium. So, yeah. Dave's saying bike shops are being made aware in Toronto. April 28th, my Tour de Romandy Harry stages. I'm not sure you remember that, Drew. Give us some info. Paul is plus 1,100 or 11 to 1 at the Tour, not at the Giro. Almeida's second favorite at the Giro. Poggy is going to be at Romandy. He's on the start list anyways. I mean, that could all change. Messages coming through already for the day. And I'm going to catch up, guys. Aaron saying Wellens will be the engine for Cosnefroid today. Okay, Eddie's saying that the world-class track cyclists will be competing. Dude, I'm going to try to take a look at it. Maybe I can try to throw something together, just my reactions to it. I don't know. We got a 2-minute gap now between our 6 riders. They've come back together at the front. Why don't we take a look over at the Tour of the Alps, guys, coming to the finish here right away. They got one last little kick up here. We've got Sam Oyman and Darren Rafferty. They've been away, from what I've seen, pretty much all day. I started watching at about the halfway point. And over there, we have Pellizzari leading the way with only 4-second gap over Tymon Aaronsman. This guy's a really, really good rider. I don't want to say underrated because you guys all know who he is, but he's an incredible climber. Won 2 stages at the Tour de France last year, and he's a deadly time trialist too. So if you look here, Tymon Aaronsman, individual time trial at Tirreno Adriatico, got 2nd place on day 1. 2nd place against Ghana. So he beat out Max Walscheid, he beat out Magnus Sheffield, Jonathan Milan, Alan Hatherley, Primos, Ethan Hayter. He beat them all. He's a climber. And yeah, this guy is really strong cyclist. Man, I didn't know he was that tall. He's 1.9 meters tall at 68 kilograms. Wow, that dude's skinny. You'll see right here, guys. Last year at the Tour de France, he won stage 19 from Albertville to La Plagne. 93 kilometers. That was the stage that was short and then got even more shortened by the cow disease. He also won stage 14. Oh, that was the best stage. Pau to Luchon Super Bagnières. Just because I like to say that name, that's why it gets the best stage of the tour for me. Oh, I can't wait for the Tour de France, guys. Cannot wait. So this is the battle going on here. Why don't we hang out here for a little bit? Oh, Dave, yeah, I think the end of 82R was the brown shorts. Yeah, I love the brown shorts, man. And speaking of which, let's see if Ineos is wearing their off-white shorts today. They look like dirty white. Total Energies right here. He's got the gel pack hanging out of his mouth. Can't even get the gel in his mouth here. They're hammering pretty hard on the front of you guys. 85 kilometers to go. 2 minutes, 2 seconds gap back to the peloton right now. Taylor is training for 2028 LA Olympics. Okay. Yeah, dude, I just saw a quick little flash about it. Kasia, encouraged, blah, blah, blah. I think I used the words exactly that I read. And that's all I really know about it. I got a lot of reading to do. Drew saying, I thought Vout was 86. Can someone confirm Vout's weight? Yeah, maybe he is heavier than that. We will see Vout next week. Not next week, Colin. Come on. Next World Tour races. We will see him at Liège-Bastogne-Liège. Of course, his name doesn't show up here. We'll look at Team Visma Lisa Bike. Let's take a look at Vout here. Yeah, you're right. Vout here says 78 kilograms. So, who knows if that's correct or not. But yeah, Vout's a big dude. Look, he's from Herentals as well. This guy's from Herentals as well. There's a guy in the break that's from Herentals. So, cycling hotspot. Right there. You just saw a flash image there of Matteo. Yeah, he had a pretty big crash. Actually, dude. Okay, here's La Flèche again. We got our register. Who was it? I think it was Vincent. Vincent Van Hemelen is from Herentals, same place as Vout. So I bet you Vout was one of his heroes growing up. Vout would have been like a super young, say, cyclocross dude at like 19, battling Mathieu van der Poel all the time in the CX world. Because he wasn't doing the road back then. Pro road racing. This dude would have been like 12 or 13 years old watching Vout. And here he is now racing World Tour. Pro Series team Flanders Baloise. Yeah, sponsor me, dudes. Sponsor me. Okay, we're going to go back to Tour of the Alps to watch this finish here, guys. We have Darren Rafferty. I know Aaron's just saying he's cheering for Darren Rafferty here. 22-year-old from Ireland. Just looking at his results here quickly. Did all the Majorca races early this year. Went to the Algarve. The Fawn Ardèche. That's a good race too. I'm going to cover that one next time it comes around. Catalonia. So he's kind of had, a good month, 3 weeks off anyways, it looks like, between the end of the Catalonia and this one, like, of actual racing. Definitely these guys put a lot of time in on the bike. Okay, guys, I got to catch up here. Yeah, Pellizzari is definitely getting form for the Giro. Drew skied 4 or 5 days at La Plana. Aaron, yeah, if Cashew was encouraging any of us, we would train for the 2020 Olympics too. I'm going. Guys, I'm going to the Olympics in 2028 in LA. I'm going to win the time trial. We're in the pipe, 5x5. Yeah, phase 2 is starting right away, guys. The first climb of the Mur de Huy. We're still over here. I'm watching La Flèche, and I'm also got Tour of the Alps on screen here, guys. 53-second gap. Dudes, they're going to get over the top. It's going to be a little sprint finish here between these two riders here. So one of these two is going to win. We've got Sam Oyman here for Lidl Trek. 30 years old, 65-kilogram rider. So Sam this year has done, obviously he's at the Tour of the Alps. He did Catalonia, Milano-Torino, the Fawn Ardèche, Tour de la Provence, and the Santos Tour Down Under. So he's been racing since the very beginning of the year. What race did I see? They've got an individual time trial prologue. It might be the Tour of Romandy. Like 3-kilometer stage 1, which looks awesome to me. So 3-kilometer stage 1. So let's just chill here for now, guys. You know what? I have this race too. So I'm going to just jump out of this for now. Here's the Tour of the Alps. Yeah, guys, really good. So I've got Tour of the Alps and I have Fleche Wallone through Flow Bikes right now. So let's just do that. It says they are, is that right? Yeah, 16.5 kilometers to go here. It says 41-second gap according to Flow Bikes, and it's showing up as 43 right now on Pro Cycling Stats. I am seeing an EF rider coming out of the peloton now on the attack. Let's see if we can figure out who that is here. Here's the final profile. The final part of the climb before we bomb over the top. Going to this little town at the top here called Teno. And we have an EF rider jumping out of the peloton. Look at this. It's Jefferson Cepeda. Jefferson Cepeda here for EF Education Easy Post. Jumping out of the peloton here. He's 27 years old. Weighs 56 kilograms from Ecuador. These Ecuadorian climbers. And he is out of the pedal, dancing on the saddle, dancing on the pedals right now, guys. He's rocking the white walls on his tires, it looks like. Really, really white sidewalls on the tires. Love it. Okay, so we got some good background research here. It's Aiden saying the youngest winner of Fleche Wallone is Philemon de Meersman, who was 21 years and 150 days when he won in 1936. Eddie Merckx is the second at 21,315 in 67. Paul would just obliterate that record being a 19-year-old. If you ride with Kasha, you would be training. Oh, for sure. Dave's saying, who remembers Hans No Way Ray? Dude, I don't know that name right now offhand. Yeah, Kasha did crash at Milan San Remo. That crash on that corner where two girls went over the rail. I think if you watch the replay, you'll see a Visma Lisa bike rider. She just kind of tumbles over it, but still, they would look like about a 10-foot drop. Like just a tumble 10 feet down onto the pavement. She gets up and walks away and rides away, but it's the second girl, they were kind of plowing into the corner. I had so many of my friends I sent that video to saying, how can they not see it? I said, they're coming around like a switchback. They come flying around even at 30K an hour, 40K an hour. 30K, 20 miles an hour. You think, oh, wow, that's not that very fast for a cyclist. It is when you're half naked and you're hitting the pavement. Yeah, that one girl, I thought she was dead at first. She hit the ground like a sack of potatoes. So we're 400 meters to the top of Teno here. Darren Rafferty. Okay, sorry guys, I got you just stuck on that one page there. Sam Oyman and Darren Rafferty. It's 23 seconds back to Okay, they're giving a different name. It's not Cepeda. It is not Cepeda. It says Juan Felipe Rodriguez. It's this dude. A Colombian, not an Ecuadorian. 22 years old. Funny, he's from a birthplace called Tenjo. And we are climbing to Tenjo right now. Finished 15th yesterday, so this guy can obviously climb. Yesterday was a climbing day. Won by Pellizzari over time and Aaronsman. Let's see if we can get his number here, just so I know for sure. Yeah, so it's Juan Felipe Rodriguez. Pursuing them right now, and he's cut the gap in half. He's got to catch them before the top. I don't know about his descending skills, if he'll be able to. 19 seconds now from, well, it's really coming down quick now, guys. Looks like Red Bull's driving on the front for Pellizzari. Ineos is right there as well. Yeah. Mike, yes, I am. Mike's here from the Hand Grenade Division, guys, rocking the Maglia Rosa today. Exactly, Mike. The Giro d'Italia is coming up on May 8th for the men. When do they run the women's Giro? Last year, guys, I watched the women's Giro. I think it was at the same time as the men's Tour de France. I think. I'll have to double check that. I'm pretty sure it was around the same time. I watched it all. Yeah, I think I was watching it in the afternoons after my Tour de France streams every day. So Mike's here. I just got a message from Addison here. Addison starts her brand new job today, so she's nervous. She's excited. I said, you're going to do fine. Oh. Eddie's saying that the Tour of Romandy 4 World Tour teams have skipped. I can see the peloton cruising up behind these two right now. It's down to, it says 16 seconds to the chaser, which is Rodriguez. Only another 7-8 seconds back to the Pellizzari formation coming up behind them here. Eddie's saying that there's not, that's a shocker to me. So the Tour of Romandy, if it's World Tour, those teams have to go unless they've, yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Tour of Romandy, it starts April 28th right here. That's a World Tour race. Start list. 8 and 12, 14, 15. Yeah, there's only 50. Well, I see 15 World Tour teams. No, there's a Pro Series team there. Not all the World Tour teams are showing up yet, but if it's World Tour, they have to show up. Have to. They have to fulfill their, I guess, their obligations to having a pro license. So, unless they've changed the rules for that race, just watching in here, the crash is brutal. Yeah, well, Milan Sanremo. Yeah, the girl that fell. Yeah, she hit the ground so hard. I'm like, she's not even moving, and she just laid down there by herself. Then if you watch closely, you could see her moving. Our two riders, Oyman and Rafferty, are over the top, dudes. They have a 17-second gap over the peloton. There is a little kick before the end. It looks a few kilometers to the finish. We're only 13.7 kilometers to go here at the 49th Tour of the Alps. It's a 2-point pro race. What does a 2-point pro mean, guys? 2 just means it's a stage race. Multi-day racing. We have 6 stages at the Tour of the Alps. So if it said 1-point pro, that means it's a 1-day race at the pro level. What does that really mean? Pro. Okay, you probably think it's the world's best. It is the world's best. But they also mix in some lesser teams. So you have World Tour teams, pro teams, continental level teams. It's kind of like the 3 categories of pro racing. They don't all get to race together all the time. Tour de France, you're going to see just World Tour teams. And I think they do 2 Pro Series teams, I think. Okay, Aaron's saying the women's Giro is in June. Yeah, so maybe I watched it last year right before the Tour de France. Yeah, he is a tiny climbing dude. Great power to weight ratio. I don't know where he is right now. He's kind of disappeared. I think they might have pulled him back. So this, with 12.4 kilometers to go, it says 13.7 here. I'm going to give this a refresh. I don't like that at all. We are bombing downhill now. We have our 2 riders up front. Lidl, Trek, EF, Education, Easy Post. 15 seconds back to the peloton. 30 riders left in the peloton right now, it's saying. You know what? I looked at that too. I thought Pidcock was here. Isn't Pidcock here? He is here. Okay, good. He is here. Okay, good. For a second there, I thought he was here. It's only 5 stages of the Tour of the Alps. Has it? Oh, Dave's asking, has anyone seen the Decathlon airbag skin suit video? I haven't seen it, but I've heard about it. Remember, guys, Decathlon in France is a major sports store. So they're probably, developing things like that. Maybe they've got some products they're developing. So yeah, it's the skin suit that kind of blows up like a balloon when you crash. Yeah, they're close, guys. Coming around this last switchback, you can see the peloton snaking its way through right now. Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe on the front, and dark colored jersey that has to be a Q36.5 Pinarello rider. Has to be. I did send him a... I jumped on Instagram after we saw Nicholas Zukowski at the Paris-Roubaix with his dad in the chat. I jumped on, sent him a message, hoping he'd message me back, but he didn't. He just... Yeah. He's got me on ignore, guys. Nicholas Zukowski has me on ignore. Nicholas, we're cheering for you, dude. Oh, Joe, Drew's down 30 pounds since October. Drew, that's awesome, dude. On the diabetic diet. I could lose a little bit. Joe Mercado, expensive bikes before expensive women. Yes, dude. Yes. When do we go to... Oh, sorry, guys. Let's just jump back and see where we are on La Flèche. They are on the first ascent of it right now. They're on the first ascent of the Mur de Huy right now. 1.4 kilometers at 9.1%. We will climb it 3 times. And guys, just take a look at the profile. You can see the repeat of it. Right, so you see the Côte de Chardave right here. It also pops up here. The Mur is this literal wall right in front of us. And we climb it at the very end as well. So it's 3 ascents up the Mur. Drew's goal is 84 kilograms by September. Whew. Drew, that's light. That is getting light. For me, 90 kilograms. Once I get below 90, I start looking a little too skinny, but who cares? Right? It's all about the bike. Okay, Eddie's saying Lotto, Alpecin, Uno X, and Decathlon who skipped the Tour of Romandy. Dude, I don't think... Okay, well, dude, we're going to watch it closely, but if you have a license, you have to go to the World Tour races. And it does say it is a World Tour race, so I don't know what's going on. I'll look up the Tour of Romandy website later and see what they got to say. Yeah, 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds. So 90 kilograms is 196 pounds. So take 12 pounds off, roughly. So it looks like Drew wants to get down to about 186 pounds is my guess. Yeah, weight loss is hard, guys, especially when you get older. It is hard when you get older. Still at the Tour of the Alps, guys. I'm just going to jump back here. We're going to climb the Huy 2 more times, so I'm going to go back to Tour of the Alps here. I want to see if these 2 can escape. They've got 8.8 Ks to go. I can't see it happen, dude. The peloton is right behind them. They're on these gigantic switchbacks. Dudes, let's talk about this too. If you've never seen this before, I hope you guys can see this right now. Can you guys see this? Yeah, you can. Guys, I brought this up because I've been checking every day. Some of you hear us talk here about Biketerra, how we can watch the races. So, dude, this is over on Biketerra. This is a cycling application. There's no one in the event, guys. That's why I'm kind of stuck here. But this takes real-world maps, real-world courses, and translates it into a 3D representation of what it looks like in the real world. So, you see these buildings? These buildings are all real. So, if you were to go to the start point of this race. So they've got like a mini version of Fleche Wallone. I'll back out just so you can see what I'm talking about. Here's the mini version. It's just going to be a climb. It's the Mur de Huy. That's what it is. They're doing a 2-lap race. So I just go into spectate. And it lets me view the race. There was a tall building over to the right. Let's see if it's still there. There it is. There's that tall building right there. This is how we followed some of the Tour de France last year. This is called Biketerra. This is a cycling application. I used to ride all the time, but since my cycling's imploded on me recently, I've barely been doing any inside training. I'm hoping that we get some of this for the Giro. I haven't seen it lit up in their start list yet. But yeah, What this does is it takes the World Tour riders and it shows their location on the course, and it allows me to go into helicopter mode. We call it Blue Thunder mode here on the channel, in the pipe, 5x5, and I can hover along and show you where all the cyclists are. So I'm really hoping Bike Terra gets some data from them and we can follow that. So let's just jump out of that, guys. Hopefully they see that and they'll go, yeah, we need to get that going. 12 seconds, dudes. It says 12 seconds now. 6.8 kilometers to go here. Dave likes being 169 pounds. 69. Eddie's saying world teams can skip one World Tour race per year, but have to return to next year's new rules. Dude, I didn't even know that. So new rule from Eddie here. I'll have to look that one up too. Yeah, Blue Thunder mode, guys. So yeah, I keep checking, dudes. I'm hoping they have it for the Giro. The Tour coverage was fantastic last year from Bike Terra. And they get the data from the Tour. La Vuelta's was okay. Not their fault. The data that they got from La Vuelta wasn't updated very much. So that was an acceleration by Pidcock earlier. That's what they're saying. 10 seconds now, guys. We know Pidcock's going to try to bomb the descent. Can he get away from everyone there? Peloton just sneaking its way. They're one corner back right now. And I am seeing Q36.5 on the front here. This is Tour of the Alps. We have a Red Bull rider. Actually, I think Pidcock's riding third here, guys. Pidcock looks like he's riding third. Taller rider from... Let's see the start list here. I want to see who's here for Q36.5. Chris Harper. We lost Hausen. Matteo Badalati, Mark Donovan, Walter Calzoni, Tom Pidcock. I think Pidcock's riding third right now. Here's Team Ukio. See this? This is common too. You're going to see national teams show up at some of these races. Conti teams. Because we're at the pro level, we see a mix of the Conti teams coming in. It's just like mixing in pro teams into the World Tour races. Yeah, that's Pidcock riding third behind a Red Bull rider here. These two guys are still up front. 7 seconds, guys. 7 seconds with 5Ks to go. I think it's over for these two dudes. They're still trying to... Darren Rafferty is still trying to get away here. There's one last little bump they're going up and over. They will descend again. So yeah, Q36, Red Bull, Q36, Jake Olula, Tudor. Pushing the front here. 5 riders up front. So a nice mix of teams here riding through the countryside. This looks like all like fruit production here. Wow, it's so green here already. Dude, we've had some incredible weather here. Strathmore, town to the south of me by about an hour, got hit with over 50 centimeters of snow. Drifts in the fields were out above people's waists. 50 centimeters, I think, is like a foot and a half. It's like 20 inches of snow. It's all gone now. The last couple days, we've had 70 Fahrenheit, 20 degrees Celsius, guys. Something like that. More snow forecast for Friday. So it's coming back again. Good for the farmers. Drew saying, my long Swiss decade at 6 feet tall, I weighed from 98 to 92. One summer he made it down to 88. Ooh, that's a stretch. Now I'm at senior shrink down to 5'9". So still Drew saying he's chubby. That's why the Austrian teams are. Yeah, they always invite a couple of the national teams along. And sometimes you're going to see World Tour riders on those national teams. It all depends if they're, like, let's say a national rider rides for a Pro Series team and that Pro Series team didn't get an invite. You'll see them on the national team. It's really strange to watch it. I think it was, the Tour of Denmark last year. I think it was Julius Christensen. No, Julius Johansson. Julius Johansson here. Attacked by Jaco Alula off the front here. Pidcock jumping on his wheel. That's definitely Pidcock there. Number 121, it looks like. Pidcock on his wheel right now. They're all back together with 3 kilometers to go, guys. This PCS is not updating fast enough. I'm going to do manual updates here. So Jaco Alula there, guys. Let's see who we think that is right now. Ooh, Paul Double, I think. Paul Double. Yeah, that guy can climb. It's Ben O'Connor who's attacking here for Jaco Alula. Pidcock looks like he's reacting to it. Yep, got the Red Bull helmet on right there. Ineos rider right behind him here. Big, tall rider. That must be Tymon Aaronsman right there. Involved in the sprint finish yesterday. Egan Bernal going up the right-hand side of the road. He just went up the right-hand side of the road. We're going around a bend here. I think he jumped to the right-hand side of the road knowing that right corner was coming to try to get the corner quickly. And Bernal is at the front right now. His jersey's hard to tell. It's white on the back and then colored on the arms, but from overhead you can only see the white. 2 Tudor riders going to the front. Looks like Pidcock slipping back into third wheel again. It's all grouping up here for a big sprint finish, guys. And there's that attack by Bernal showing up on screen now. Yeah, more snow is coming, guys. I'll show you the forecast here in a second. It's not going to be that cold. You know, I don't know what it is, -5, -6 overnight. But I think Friday, the forecast high is 0 Celsius, 32 Fahrenheit with snow. I think 75% chance of snow. Let's see what else. We missed Collie with his beer stream for Amstel on Sunday. Real estate getting in the way of hobbies. Yeah, dude. Your guy is directing Amstel Golder. Say, who's my guy? Who's our guy? 1.2K, guys. Let's get it. I'm gonna start missing this stuff here. I don't want to look over here too much because sometimes it will jump ahead. 1 kilometer to go. I'm right here now on screen here, guys. Tudor polling on the front here in the last kilometer, dudes. We got 2 Tudor riders on the front, 2 Q36.5 riders. Red Bull moving up slowly on the left-hand side, just positioning right. Looks like on Pidcock's left rear shoulder here. Bernal positioning himself too. Bernal's going to get involved in the sprint here. Pam flat finish here, it looks like, guys. Waiting for the acceleration to come now. Guys, did you know that Domenico Pozzovivo was at this race? He retired. I think he was off the bike for 18 months, and he came back. Pidcock moving to the front right now. This has got to be Pidcock. Oh, it's maybe a Pidcock teammate. No, Pidcock's coming up the left-hand side. His teammate let him out. Teammate's going to slow down a bit now. Red Bull rider jumps on his wheel. All helicopter guys. I'm just kind of half guessing who these people are. So that might be Bernal on Pidcock. Might be Bernal. It's that white jersey again. It is. It's Bernal on Pidcock's wheel. Pidcock looks like he's moving right. There's a Lotto rider, or maybe it's an Ukio rider coming up. Pidcock should win this year, guys. Yeah, Red Bull helmets. Red jersey rider, second place. Let's see what it says here. Let's see what it says here, guys. Tom Pidcock launches a sprint. So it's actually quite delayed here today, guys. Flow Bikes is well ahead of Pro Cycling Stats today. Yeah, I think that was one of the lesser teams there, I think. Oh, no, that's Pellizzari. It's Pellizzari, guys. That has to be Pellizzari here in the red jersey. Yeah, we were not going to see the results yet. Hand slaps from Picnic over to Pidcock there. Yeah, so that would have been Pellizzari chasing after him. Let's see what it says here. No, it is him. It's Tommaso Dotti again. So it is the red jersey. Yeah, it's this red jersey here. This dude won stage 1, gets second on stage 3. This guy's on fire here. Conti team, World Tour contract coming up. World Tour contract coming up for this dude right here. What do you guys think? Okay, so that guy threw him up. I was thinking it was an Ukio rider at first, and I thought, you know what? I bet you the jersey here is like a red jersey. I don't even know what the leader's jersey is here right now. Does anyone know what color the leader's jersey is? And no, it's him. He's going for it. So in the actual GC, this guy... where is he? Well, he's dropped down now, but he did win stage 1. Yeah, we'll figure this out in a second here. So it's Pidcock, Dotti, Egan Bernal, Luca Paletti here for Bardiani, Pro Series team, Alexander Vlasov for Red Bull, Sean Quinn for EF, Chris Hamilton for Picnic, probably give him the hand slap to Pidcock at the end, Jakob Ormzel for Ballroom Victorious, it's a name I haven't seen before. Florian Stork and Ben O'Connor, who attacked within about 5 kilometers to go to the finish there. For Team Jaco Alula. Yeah, let's take a look at Tommaso Dotti again here. Yeah, so first on stage 1, dropped down to 83rd overall on stage 2. He's probably not going to move up very much here because it kind of was a bunch sprint finish there. So no real time gaps at all. Wow. Dude, this guy. Nice job, dude. An Italian on a Japanese team. So we'll jump back here, dudes. Let's get back to Fleche. We're over the first ascent of Moor, the Hui, Côte d'Effray coming up, and then the Chirave again. Let's just catch up in the chat here. Wow, it's flying along, guys. Boom time, guys. Aaron, yeah, Blue Jays on the struggle bus to start seeing. Oh, yeah, dude, they've been terrible, right? Terrible. I think I've only missed 2 games. I've missed 2 games this year. And actually, I've been watching the highlights. The Arizona games and the LA games right now, they start like 7:30 at night. So I only make it about halfway through, and then I'm starting to snooze. So then I got to do the highlights the next day. But yeah, they're totally struggling right now. Springer's out. He's still not back. I think he fractured his toe. Who else was out? I think Varsho had a day off, but he's back already. Just players taking rest days too. Dodgers, yeah. Well, what can you say, right? Cincinnati Reds looking really good. I've been watching as much as I can, guys. Yeah, there's Tommaso Dattiga, the Italian on the Japanese team, killing it. Aiden St. Vernal's form seems pretty solid. I wonder if he can re-find his best days. Dude, I'd love to see that. I'd like to see some of these older guys, and they're not old. Like, Bernal is not old. Come back and battle with these young, kind of like the next gen. Like, when you look at it, Bernal is like last generation now compared to Poggy and Paul. Like, they're different types of riders starting so early now. It's insane. Drew saying springtime in San Luis Valley in Colorado is often very high wind warnings, which explains our 230 meter tall sand dunes. I'm gonna have to look this up. Drew, I think we talked about the sand dunes once before. I think I actually looked them up. I believe I looked them up during a Tour de France video last year. I think I did. Or at least one race. Oh, Tommy Dumoulin. This is check this guy out here. Marius Dubour. Marius Dubour, hope I got your name right there. Tom Dumoulin is the new Amstel Gold race director. I think I need an Amstel beer. Guys, I think right now, not to say I have a drinking problem, because I sure don't. I don't think I've drank in over 3 months right now. Like nothing. Not one drop. I don't know why. Oh, yeah. Yes, Aaron. Aaron goes in for the good douche. Check out Mount Washington for some real wood. Yeah, I think the winds gusts up there are like 230 miles an hour or something insane like that. Here, I'm just going to close a couple things here, guys. Okay, that's my YouTube channel. Okay, I think I pulled that up too. We don't see VeloGames anymore. Dudes, I did want to look at this here too. Oh, yeah, here it is. So on May 3rd, remember La Vuelta for the men is at the end of the year. Oh. Here, guys, I better jump back to Fleche. I'm in watching Pidcock be interviewed. I'm glad he won. Let's get back to Fleche Wallone here, and that's the French feed. Here's the English feed. Let's go. I don't ever listen to it. I only listen to the races when I'm watching by myself. I just wanted to show you this, guys, this here. So on May 3rd, the women will be taking on La Vuelta. The men don't do it until middle, late August. Sometimes it'll run right into September. Stage 7, the Queen stage for the women. Category 3, a 2. Finished off with the Especial up the Anglerou, guys. An epic climb in cycling. One of the brutalest climbs in all of World Tour cycling. So, dudes, we're going to do that. We're going to follow the ladies all the way. So, join me for that, guys. We will do it. Over back at Fleche, we have 5 riders. So, we've lost a rider in that group. There was 6 riders for. Who have we lost? Let's see if I can... Okay, Yardi's there. Okay, I'm trying to remember who it was. Jakob's still there. We've lost one rider. Peloton is 1 minute 11 down, so they pulled back about another 40 to 50 seconds. It was at 2 minutes before. And it says we've lost Julian Alaphilippe, so maybe he had a mechanical out the back. Okay, just trying to see here. I'm only seeing 4 riders on screen here right now, though there's the 5th. The Uno X rider just comes through. That is Andreas Leknesund here, 26-year-old. Finished 39th at the Amstel Gold Race. 27th in the GC at Catalonia. 13th overall at Paris-Nice. Really solid performance there for this guy. Second at the Ruta del Sol in the GC, guys. Guy's a real deal. Guy's a real deal here. GC rider. You know, not bad in the hills. You know, decent climber. No sprint to speak of. Decent time trial. So, we've got him in that front group. He looks kind of dangerous up there. Thinking about another coffee here right away, guys. Aaron, good comments here from Aaron. In other athletic fields, people would be saying Bernal is washed, but I hope he can get back and fight for a podium in a Grand Tour again, but doubt it. Yeah, dude, I know. That's what I think. Yeah, dude, I would give anything to see some of those dudes come back that were like at one point so dominant. And then crashes come in the ways and just, dude, it's so hard to come back from those crashes. Yeah, and I agree too. Like, it wasn't the best year that he won, but he still was there. Diarrhea Dumoulin. I love that. The DD. Yeah, he's not the DS. Well, the director sportif. He's, I guess he's directing that entire race. New Hampshire winter and Switzerland winter probably similar. Edison, I think Daddy used to be in Kofid's development team before Team Ukio signed him. Yeah, dude, so I think it was, I'm just trying to remember where I saw Ukio last year. I don't know if it was Burgos or maybe, dudes, I got to figure this out. Where would I have seen Ukio last year? I'm going to go back to the Tour of the Alps because I need to get to his name, which is now going to take me forever. Dati. Where did I see Ukio last year? Yeah, I think I might have said it before. I think I saw them at some of the, what they call the autumnal classics, the autumnal one-day races. Like after La Vuelta, there's a ton of good races. GP Industria and Arcianato, that's one of them. The Marco Pantani Memorial, Matteotti. There's a ton. The Veneto Classic. They were there, so they probably got invited to a lot of those races late in the year. Can't remember exactly. I actually don't remember seeing him, just to be honest. So we'll go back to Fleche right now. Yeah, it is great to see Tommy Dumoulin coming back. He just, another guy that retired too early, just kind of burn out. Taylor Phinney, burned out. Glad to see he took some time off, did his music. I think he went into music. That was his thing. He wanted to be, or is a musician or an artist, something like that. Dave saying Jays gave up their heart with Bo Bichette leaving. Yeah, I think Bo signed with the Mets for $129 million over, I don't know how many years it is. And he's not having a good start to the year. I think they did say he's got some kind of injury that doesn't prevent him from playing, but he's not playing at his best. My favorite dude on the Blue Jays is, and I say his name wrong, Andres Jimenez. I always want to say Jimenez. It's Jimenez. And now there's another Jimenez on the team. New player that came in. He's looking really good. Sanchez, I think, is a new player. Yeah. We still haven't seen Kirk come back yet, their catcher, who I think he fractured a finger as well. So they've had, I think it's, what is it, Heineman? Yeah, Heineman's the main catcher backup, but now Valenzuela's been stepping up big time. Yeah, dudes, but I love watching baseball now. I absolutely love it. It's got that slow burn, which I really like. We're under 59 Ks to go here, guys, at the Tour of the Alps. 5 riders in the front group. 1 minute and 30 seconds back to the peloton here on screen. I'm seeing 125 on PCS. Let's get this all bingo bongoed. Yeah, Aaron, struggling to watch the games that start at 7:30. Man, Colin was getting old. Dude, I know, right? I get up too early, Drew. Aaron, I get up way too early. Today I slept till almost 5 o'clock. So in the world of real estate, dudes, the acreage is rented. I just got to... I got to send them the lease today. I told them yesterday, and they were all super happy about it. So that's the fun part about it is as a property manager, I do a full review on them. I meet them. What does my gut tell me? What does their background check tell me? That's important too. I get to tell them that they got the place that they're dying to get. So really happy these people are going in there. So I'm going to send them their contract over today. They need to get a security deposit in, all that kind of fun stuff. So that's all the stuff I'm kind of working on. My house with the 2 suites in a little town nearby. That's about 45 minutes from here. The lower suite will be rented today. Sending her a contract. I think I'm showing the upper suite tonight. And if I do, that guy's going to rent it. And I've got a 4th property right now that I need to get advertising in Drumheller. That's in the Badlands, guys. The Badlands. Speaking of the Badlands, dudes, let's take a look. So, dudes, if you want to know where we're at here, we got a few minutes to jump away from the race. That little blue dot's me. Here's Didsbury. I always talk about that place. Here's Carstairs. Where are we in the real world? Here's Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Here's the Rocky Mountains. Here's the Okanagan Valley. Just so you guys know, this is where all the great production is in Canada, right through here. Starts up at Vernon. Man, I love this part of the world. Anyways, coming back over here, the blue dot's me. Here's Drumheller. Let's zoom in. Yeah, let's get in here. It's a weird part of the world, dudes, but what the coolest part is this stuff right here. Here's the Royal Tyrrell Museum. So you come down here. Let's just plonk us in here somewhere. This is what it looks like down here. Not the greatest time of year to be looking at it, but it's all the hoodoos. All the stuff here is full of dinosaur fossils. I'm just going to guess here the fossils in here probably like it's the Cretaceous that they're digging through right now. So it's everything that's a little bit older than 66 million years. I wonder if we can zoom out a bit more. Actually, you know where's a good spot to look? Right when you're in Drum itself. I think if you were... Actually, I know where to go. I think one of the best parts... No, sorry, dudes. So when you come down into Drumheller, this road right... Is it this one? Yeah, this one right here. That's the main road down to Drumheller. I think you got to look here. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you. We got a nice picture here by this dude. So like the hoodoos are forming, right? But I do want to scan around a bit myself. How about there? I don't want just a picture. Yeah, so this is the drive down in there. And you can see, it's all prairies up top, wheat production, crop production, and then you come down into what we call the Badlands here, and you can see right away the different layers, the stratigraphy. Like you can start looking at the stuff going, here's a good one here, guys. See this little black layer here? If you can see it, you probably can't see my mouse pointer. There's a black layer just down from the top of that little plateau, kind of middle of the screen right now. I'm going to put it middle of the screen. Okay, just follow it around. You can see over to the left-hand side of the screen, there's that black layer again. That's a coal layer. Like when you're there, you can tell it's coal. Anyways, enough of that. That's my terrible geology lesson for you. But yeah, so I've got a house down there I'm going to rent out to. And it's going to rent fast, that one. So I've been super busy doing all that stuff. Oh, Avalanche hockey. Yeah, dude, hockey playoffs are going too. I haven't seen a second of it. I just saw something, game 2 of the, and I'm like, what? So I'm missing all that. Great Sand Dunes National Park in Colorado. I'll take a look at that. Okay, Eddie's saying that Ukiyo have Italian riders in the team. I think they have quite a few Italian riders in their team. Yes, the Nordiques. Aaron's saying Fangraphs shows an overall offensive stat, OFF, that shows if you have their number, they would still be better than all but 2 teams dominant. Okay. Drew saying not sure of any of the 5 names in the breakaway are anyone I know at Fleche. Dude, Yardi Christian Vanderlee, I think last year we watched him a lot at La Vuelta, I believe. Jakob Batruba, we've seen him before. Anders Leknesen, he's kind of a big name. But Yardi Christian Vanderlee, I'm pretty sure he rode La Vuelta last year. Yeah, he did do La Vuelta. And yeah, here he is. 136K, so we would have been on TV the whole time. 106K on TV. 61K on TV. That's how I remember that name. Yeah, guys, there's so many pro cyclists. It's hard to keep track of all of them. Leknesund is quite the big name, actually, for Uno X. But I think with Uno X, it gets me, too. A lot of their names are very similar to me. I'm just saying. So I get really confused with the riders here. And now we have UAE coming to the front, guys, starting to pull. Cameras just bounced back here. Did a 6 rider come back? For a second there, I thought I saw 6 riders back in the front, but it is only 5. It was the motorbike sneaking up from behind there. 55 kilometers to go, guys. I think the race is really going to take off at the second assault up the wall of Huy. That's my guess. Yeah, Bichette's not really tearing it up with the Mets. Oh, yeah, I did see. They're on a 12-game losing streak. Yeah, yesterday I saw when it said they were on an 11-game losing streak. Yeah, the Mets. So that is that case, dudes. I think I said it and you guys corrected me. You know, I was saying UAE, they got all the money. They win every race. Well, then someone said it. It might have been you, Aaron. Look how much money the Mets spend, and it doesn't really work. I think they have the biggest budget now in professional baseball, or it's very close. It's probably them, the Dodgers, and the Yankees as the biggest budgets, and the results aren't there. Ladies up the Angliru, that will be a sufferfest for sure. If Demi is there, she will destroy all but Gigante and Pauline. Dude, I can't wait to do it. What happened to Finn in the Tour of the Alps? Dude, this is Swoosh Kid here. Finn, I think he was sitting 4th place overall. Let's go back and take a look at that. Tour of the Alps, we're going to look at the GC here. What's the best way to do this? The actual GC. Where is Finn? So that's going to be, well, that's not an actual GC here. I thought he was 4th place. He's Red Bull, right? No, he's not Red Bull. I just looked at him yesterday or this morning. Someone help a bro out here. Where is Finn? Yeah, I don't see his name's just not jumping out. Sorry, guys. I'm getting distracted here. But yeah, Finn was looking really good. I'm pretty sure he was in 4th place overall. At least I thought he was. Let's look after stage 2. Yeah, Lorenzo Finn right here. He is Red Bull. Why didn't I see his name? I was staring at Red Bull there. So Lorenzo Finn, DNF'd. Okay, guys, I didn't even see that today. So stage 3 was today. He was 6th place yesterday, did not finish today. I didn't see anything with a crash. Maybe it's a sickness. So unfortunate for him, for this young dude. He's only 19 as well. Again, this new generation of riders. Get them winning races when they're 18 and 19 years old. Insane. Back to Fleche, guys. 5 riders with a 120 gap right now. Andres Leknesund, who is in that front group, wins the KOM sprint at 144 kilometers up the Côte d'Effray. RFF? Yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm trying. Lorenzo Finn. Aaron saying for sure, and Team Mojo is so important as well as lineup protection. Jay's problem is more about SP right now. Aaron, what's SP? What am I missing? Yeah, Dave. Bichette has been playing hurt most last. That's what I've been hearing too. So he's not. He's got some kind of injury that's obviously probably going to take a lot of. I don't know if it's a lot of work. I think maybe it was a back injury, but where he's going to be off for a long time to recover. And it's kind of like, can I just play through it and see what happens? The men's under 23 world champion, Lorenzo Finn. Yeah, dude, DNF'd. If you want to really slow down, watch the Colin Rock show. Where you would film a Canadian version of Deliverance. Dude, I watch a lot of stuff like videos that show you old roads, abandoned rail tracks, abandoned towns. I watched one yesterday. It was actually on Tubi. About a road in the middle. It's a 50-mile long road in Colorado that really no one knows why it's there, what it was put there for. It's just dead straight. I forget where it's through. Somewhere in the desert. I'm like, I could do that here so easy. And it's the kind of thing I do when I'm like, look at that building over there. I wonder what that was all about. Just time. We got a Visma Lisa bike rider here, fixing his own bike on the side of the road. Looks like his chain just popped off there. It's number 1. It's 154. See if we get a name and number here. Menno Husing for Team Visma Lisa bike. I'm going to grab a coffee, guys. I am not awake yet. Jays need to keep the momentum of last year's feel-good pennant run. And the AL seems wide open versus versus the Dodgers, I know. So, dudes, I'm going to grab a quick coffee here, guys. I'll be as quick as I can. I'll be right back. No nature break. Back inside the 10x10 cube of cycling dominance and training excellence, guys. I'm back. I got the coffee in hand. 50.4 kilometers to go. 120 from our 5-rider breakaway group back to the peloton here, guys. We are back. Aaron, what? Maryland just proclaimed the Megalodon its state fish. It's highlighting a shark. Good idea for a state with the Chesapeake Bay. Are you kidding me? They're really... What? Come on. Joe Mercado, blowing off a bike ride to hear your voice. Joe, thanks for the comment, dude. Yeah, guys, that's what I'm going to do. I'm already thinking about getting outside. The last couple years, I've been like... Guys, the name of the channel, Inside Cycling World. I just started riding my bike inside. Doing all my training inside. The bike is right here. Here's even the towel. I don't know if you can see this. This is the towel that's draped over top of my handlebars for all the sweat and stuff. This year I'm getting back outside a lot. And in fact, there's a bike shop down the road, Cranked. Really good bike shop. I think he's the only distributor for Pinarello in Alberta. So, it's a kind of a big thing for him to have. He's got like only the real license to sell Pinarello in Alberta. And I think he said like the wait time is like up to 9 months, 6 to 9 months for your Pinarello that they build for you. So it's kind of a big deal. And they've got a lot of good brands there, high-end brands there. But yeah, dude, they have Tuesday, Thursday group rides. I'm going to start going on those. They always invite me. Hey, Colin, when are you going to make it out? I'm like, next time. I think they have a no drop ride and they have a drop ride or hard ride. So, I'm going to check that out. So I got to start getting outside again. We're still a ways away with the snow coming in. Could have ridden over the last couple days, but there's so much gravel on the side of the roads. Dave's saying I've been such an infrequent follower of baseball lately that I don't know much about the current teams. The Jays are getting destroyed. Cincinnati Reds look really good right now. Dodgers, of course. The Yankees are looking good, of course. Dude, I'm learning so much about the teams right now. And yesterday I spent some time, I talked about it, Grapefruit League in Florida, Cactus League in Phoenix, and I was going to try to plan a trip next year to, like a vacation trip. I thought I should go to Florida, watch the Grapefruit League. Then I started following the Cactus League, which I don't think any of their games were on Sportsnet, probably because Toronto plays in the Grapefruit League, and Sportsnet focuses on Toronto. I get to see every game of theirs. But the Cactus League There's 15 teams there. They all play within the city limits of Phoenix. Well, okay, Glendale. There's a couple of places. It's all Phoenix, though, essentially. And I know if you're from Phoenix, you're going to say, no, it's not. But yeah, it is. Get over yourselves. It's all joined together. Yeah, it's 119 now, back to the peloton. Still showing Julien Alaphilippe as dropped. The next climb is the Côte de Chirave, 1.4 kilometers at 7.6%. We are bombing downhill. I'm going to refresh this, guys. This is behind right now on PCS. Here we go. Going downhill right now, 5 riders up front. I'm going to say phase 2 of the race is really going to start kicking off the second time up the Muir, the Hui, whatever you want to call it. The wall. Let's just say the wall. Let's speak English. Aaron, nobody in the break will be here in 1 hour. Yeah, pretty much true. Great channel. This is Joe. Joe, thanks for being here, dude. And you need to go for your bike ride, though. So yeah, guys, I'm really pumped up about getting my Cervelo back out there again. I really want to get my Look TT bike back out there again. I need wheels for that thing, so I'll be on Pink Bike later today. I don't know if you guys use Pink Bike or not, but there's so much good gear on there. I'm sure Dave's on there all the time looking for gear. Yeah, it's Matt's back again. And it's Patricia Garcia. The pro cycling action this year has been hot and spicy and juicy. Yes, indeed. Yeah, but full G was all Norge names the same. It's all the sins, and that's what gets me every time. Aaron, Dodgers number 1, Mets number 2, Yankees number 3. By the way, where's Benny? Had to be asked. Yeah, we've always got to ask, where's a Benny? Eddie's saying that the Tour of Romandy rumor has problems of a sponsor that can keep the budget alive. Yeah, we're cheering for the Eritrean riders that aren't here. Starting pitchers. Okay, Aaron. Yeah, so I think right now, okay, well, Max, Cease, Dylan Cease. Who else am I thinking of? Guzman. I can never say his name. He's awesome too. I think that's their 3 big starters. Max will usually go 5-6 innings. Dylan's usually doing 5 or 6 innings. And I think that's basically a starting pitcher these days. I mean, there could be another definition, but it seems like, to me, as a non-baseball dude, the main pitcher will usually try to go for 5 to 6 innings, maybe 80 to 100 pitches, something like that. And then they start bringing in all the relief pitchers. Aaron, what do you think of that? Is that about right? So yeah, I think for them it's Cease, Gaussman, and Max is their 3 big pitchers right now. That one dude is out for the entire season already. That young guy that came from Japan. Forget his name. Then they've got the relief pitchers, which I think would include like Fluharty, Rogers, the side thrower dude, whose brother plays for another team. He's got a twin brother on another team. Yeah, Remco won Amstel. Dave's saying calling more about the cast than the location. Yeah, that's right. Deliverance Colin style. Oh, the Colorado Rock Show. Yeah, dude, totally. Dude, I'd go see the Rockies. Dude, I'm still looking at trips down there. Again, I'd love to go down for even spring training, just for like a vacation getaway. But I'm gonna do a trip this year. It's probably gonna be to Colorado, probably because that's the easiest. Well, actually, like I said, Seattle's easier, but I like Colorado better. I think they have a really nice stadium. It's kind of got like that brickwork to it. I know Seattle Stadium's really nice too, with the roof that opens. But yeah, you go down there, get in there for, maybe you can get down there for like 2 teams that overlap. You know, so you see Colorado play 1 team for 2 days, you see Colorado playing a second team for a 3rd day, and then you blow out. But okay, Colorado Rock Show, the Rockies. I just wish I could see more of their games. I've seen quite a few. I saw them play the whole series against the Dodgers. I saw them play the series against Toronto. So these 5 riders are still up there, guys. Man, now 44 kilometers to go. It's down to under 1 minute here. If I refresh, you're going to see it here. Saying 105 on PCS, saying 50 seconds here over on Flow Bikes. I'm going to trust Flow Bikes right now. So let's take a look at these riders here. We have Sjord Bax for Pinarello Q36.5. He's 30 years old. Did the Amstel Gold Race, Treno Adriatico. He DNF'd that one. And the Alula Tour. He finished 30th there in the GC. Probably a rider you don't hear his name as much. Anders Leknesson, you should know. Yardi Christian Vanderlee. Allen, this guy from Total Energies. This group's starting to fall apart. I think the Kahura rider, it's a Truba, is falling out the back right now. Allen, yeah, from Total Energies. Yo, Allen, how's it going, bro? We're just going to call him Big Al. He's 27 years old. He's from Vans in France. Milano Torino, Brabants Pil. Did the Ruta del Sol and all the Mallorca races earlier in the year. Yeah, it's a Truba who's falling out the back here right away. This is up the warm-up climb to the wall. Yeah, there's Jakob Truba falling out the back right now. He rides for Kahura. I think he's... they're making it seem worse than it is. He's right there. I don't think he's 5 seconds. Nico Denz has a mechanical, apparently. Yeah, I'm seeing it happen here right now, I believe. Either that was a mechanical or he's just falling out the back. Love when the rider takes a sip of the bottle. They go for the bottle and they just whip it away. They're like, I got nothing left. I got nothing left in this bottle. Dudes, thanks for everyone being here. Colin, Inside Cycling World. Just got to say it once in a while. Aaron's saying the Rockies are a little better, but since they lost 119 games, a little is still a long way. Yeah, when we went last year, that entire stadium was cheering for the Dodgers. And I think what I'll do too is I'll try to get some seats that are like, closer to home plate. But I'm also going to go for the Rockies. They have a really good spot at the back where you can kind of look down over to the left, to the bullpen. And like kind of like a little forested rock garden area. I like that. Sit out there. Maybe the ball comes at me. Maybe a ball comes my way. That's the only way you're probably going to really get a ball out there. Oh, yeah. It's hitting hard now. What time is it, guys? Almost 7:30 in the morning. Aaron saying Cincinnati Reds are 4 games over their Pythagorean theorem win expected total. Regression coming eventually. Aaron, who else is a surprise team right now? How are the Padres doing? I think I saw them doing well, weren't they? So many teams. And I don't know enough about it yet. Aaron, good thing about Rockies is still Coors Field and the fact that they have not renamed it. And it is fun to go to games as long as you do not care if home team wins. Yeah, dude, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I really liked the field. Yeah, I thought it was cool. So, yeah, I'm doing that this year. I promise. I'm doing it. And I'll take a camera. I do have a camera with me. I can wear it in there. Just wear it discreetly. Walk around. I got to keep going. Aaron saying the hot spiced almonds you can get there. Yeah, Aaron, I know you said that last time. Like, I didn't even see them when I was there. The wall's coming up, guys. 1.4 kilometers at 9.1%. And guess who's on the front? It's Mr. Tim Wellens. Tim Wellens on the front right now. 3 UAE riders coming on strong, folks. 42 kilometers to go here. And we are just over the top of the Sharav, Côte de Sharav. It's 1.4 kilometers at 7.6%. We got a tiny flat section, maybe 2 kilometers, and we start climbing the wall again. We've got the hard course in here today, guys. Small group of dedicated cycling fans here. I love it. Mechanical problem here for Heimar Echeverria, for Red Bull, poor Hasgrohe. Yeah, so it's showing up here now. Tim Wellens is pulling on the front here. The front part group is starting to attack each other now, guys. They realize the chase is coming, and they're getting antsy now. Andreas Leknesson moving to the front by himself. Jakob Truba made it back into the group after getting dropped for the second time. Jay's pictures are good on paper from Aaron and still need... Ooh, we've got a crash, guys. We have a crash here in the peloton. It's an Uno X rider and a Red Bull rider. Tobias Holland Johansson is up. One of the twins is up. He looks fine. The Red Bull dude looks a little bit rougher. And his bike is like, there's a post right there, a pole. The Red Bull rider is on his hands and knees trying to get up. And bike change. Finn Fisher Black gives his bike to Tobias. Hopefully this bike fits him. He's trying to clip in. Okay, he's clipped in. He's not having a Mathieu van der Poel, Jasper Philipsen incident with the pedals. He is clipped in. There's another crash further down the road, like a couple hundred meters later. It looked like a Groupama rider. It is right here. It's showing up Kevin Genetz. I'm going to watch this crash here. It's a swooping right-hand bend, and I think they just overcooked the corner and were flying off, and there happens to be a ton of posts there. Now, those two riders are already down. That's Red Bull and Tobias. But there's another crash further up the road, too, by Kevin Genetz here. Let's take a look at this guy. Kevin Genetz, 29 years old, Luxembourg rider. Hopefully he gets back up on the bike here right away. Spike looks a little too big for Tobias, is my guess. Let me just do this here, guys. Tobias is 1.76 meters tall. Finn is big. Let's see how I can get to him. Okay, sorry, guys. My brain's just dying today. I haven't done this enough recently. So if we go over to Uno X... why don't I see his name? Okay, so I don't know whose bike he got then. Whose bike did he get? Oh, that was Finn Fisher Black. That was crashed right here. He was down on the ground too. Okay, because I know this guy's tall. So yeah, wrong team, and that was the rider crashed on the ground. So he got a bike from someone there. We'll figure out who got stuck waiting for a bike. And I'll catch up with the chat. Aaron saying Jay's pictures are good on paper and still need the Savage to get back. Dude, I thought he was coming back. I did hear last night, I think he was playing for the Bisons. So I think their AAA affiliate is the Buffalo Bisons. And I think Savage threw a little bit there. That's what's really crazy about baseball too to me, is like how quickly they move the players back and forward. Like it looks like it's done the right way. I don't think that happens in hockey. Like, nah, it doesn't. Maybe it has once in a while, but like in the major leagues, when you're playing MLB at the highest level, Major League Baseball, at the highest level in the MLB, yeah, you could be playing there and then, oh, hey man, you're going back to the affiliate team for the next month. You need to recover, but you need to stay active. And that's just normal. You know, you're not going to see that in football because I don't think it exists. It does exist in hockey, but I don't see that happening too. They don't send them down to the farm league team. I think it happened in the past more in hockey. Guys, jump in. Correct me if I'm wrong. Mammoth Hot Springs and Yellowstone en route to Denver and back. Matt saying Seattle is okay. Come on, and I'll buy the food and drinks. Dude, Matt, I really like Seattle. I just didn't really like where I stayed. There was just too many freakazoids down there. It was a cool part of Seattle, but like we were right downtown there by Pike's Place Market. Eddie, I'm a football fan since kids. World Cup in 3 months. Oh, yeah, I should do World Cup. I should just do all the freaky soccer things. Aaron saying, be careful what you wish for. The Rocky games, they can be rough to watch. Eddie's saying that Tudor is rumored to sign a new sprinter since only one sprinter that is active. I'll have to look that up too. Yeah, it would be nice to see. So Alaphilippe has 3 wins. Record for this, I think Poggy's won Fleche Wallone twice. Alaphilippe's won it 3 times. The record, Alejandro Valverde, 5 times, guys. 5 times. Yep, San Diego doing well, but not a surprise. Biggest surprises are the team that are struggling, like the Mets, the Phillies, and the Mariners. Mariners, guys, the only team that has never been to a World Series. There's 5 teams that have never won the World Series. Out of those 5, 1 has never made it. They almost made it last year. They got beat out by the Blue Jays in the final step before they would have lined up against the Dodgers. So that's probably why I saw Seattle a lot last year, just watching them through the playoffs. I have another friend too, my buddy Birch, who I've known since 1993. Went to university with him, worked for him. He's a realtor now too. He's doing a lot better than I am. But Yeah, he's become a huge baseball fan just because of the last drive by the Blue Jays. You know, you've got something good to watch. There's some hype. Because 92, 93 for the Blue Jays last time, yeah, we would have been of the 8, we could have watched it, but we were busy at school. So never really paid attention. Feels like we haven't seen many good cyclists from Luxembourg since the Schleck brothers. We got Bob Youngles right now. I think there's a couple more. I probably can search by country on here. 37.5 Ks to go, guys. We are on the wall right now. They are climbing up. Man, it is steep here, dudes. It is steep. You can see the camera coming down. They must have like a... Yeah, this is a drone. It's backing up away from them. This is one steep climb here. All grinding. A lot of them out of the saddle here. The wall. Dave's saying, here in Toronto, it's easy, seamless as the Leafs farm team is the Marlies. But Dave, do you think you see them going back and forward as easy? Like, Alaphilippe has abandoned, guys. Alaphilippe has abandoned the race. Just coming up right now. Is Savage pitcher for the Blue Jays? Now he's pitching for a AAA team. I think they move back and forward all the time. Yeah, okay, Aaron's got it here. Baseball with 150 years of pro ball has developed full training organization from low A, rookie ball, winter ball, all the way up to the majors. Okay, Dave's saying that the Leafs Arena and Front Street, Marlies Arena is a few blocks west at the the C&E grounds. The Canadian National Exhibition, guys. Matt, oh yeah, I hear you on the street drug action. Hey, what's your take on the riders? Doping or no? Dude, I don't know, man. You can't even say anymore, can you? Yardi Christian Vanderlee wins the KOM sprint up the wall. So he must have just went through it there with Andres Leknesson. There's a 5-second gap to Bax and Jakob Truba. And we've lost one other rider from that group here now. It was the Total Energies rider. Dude, if there's any doping going on, my only guess, and this is just pure speculation. Yeah, here he is, the Total Energies rider. Is Big Al, as we called him, because we can't say his last name. Some French dude needs to tell me phonetically how to say his name as easy as possible. If there's doping going on, it's doping that hasn't been outlawed yet. It's, that's how I look at it. They're going to push the limit, like, let's try this treatment. Until they say we can't and that it's illegal, it's not really doping. It's just they haven't said you can't yet. Or maybe microdosing. That's the only other thing I can think of. People talk about that all the time. So I love being in Seattle, but we were walking around going, what is that smell? Like, it smelled like an open bathroom on the streets. Some parts were so cool. I would come in with high-powered hoses and just hose everyone out of there. Like I told you guys, on my last night there, watching YouTube, I found a documentary, and it was I think it was called Second and Third or something, the street intersection, the deadliest intersection in Seattle, 1 block from my hotel. I'm like, what? Yeah. Rockies the 6th and 7th in June. Okay, they play Milwaukee on the 9th and 10th. The Cubs, Boston. Yeah, so there's a lot of overlap of those teams, so you can catch one team. I'd love to see, the Rockies. I had fun, man. It's not really about the team to me. It's about the experience. I loved walking into that place. It was kind of weird, I guess we have it here too, but you go to a sporting event, you get full security, wanded and all that, one of these. But they were so friendly to us, because at first I was kind of like, really? But I guess it's just normal. Super friendly dudes that got us in there and told us exactly where we needed to go, because we were lost at that point. 34 kilometers saying here on Pro Cycling Stats, guys. 2 riders with a 10-second lead here by 2 more chasers. Bax and Truba are chasing Leknesson and Vanderlee. And then the Peloton's 30 seconds. But Peloton's rolling now, guys. We are up the wall for the second time. The Peloton's really making an effort now. Big Al has been caught by the Peloton. Aaron here. Baseball is also unique in that you can easily plug and play most guys if the skills are right. Other sports have more tactics and game plans that need reps together. Okay. Yeah, it just seems like it seems like the whole Major League Baseball is just a really, really well integrated system. So like, because that's what they said about Savage. I think Savage last year, at the beginning of the year, like in April, he was playing at kind of like the lowest level of pro. Like A ball, double A, triple A, and then right up to the major leagues pitching in the World Series. Like, it's crazy. And I think they even I think Aaron, you mentioned too, they also have like a low A, and then they have a rookies. I think there's a rookies team for the Blue Jays that play all the time down there in Dunedin. I think. Am I right about that, guys? West Maui Loop has a segment they call The Wall. Caffeine and beet juice all the way. Drew saying doping. I look at their faces, and Lance's era 20 plus years ago, most of them look like gangsters, seriously. Today's cyclists look happy and innocent. Oh yeah, imagine if you were riding and you saw Jan Ulrich coming up behind you. Like, yeah, terrifying. I'm not sure if I talked about it last time, guys. I almost said last year. It seems that long since I streamed. Looking at Jan's time trial times against Poggies, like, he's faster. I mean, yeah, juice to the gills. Bike change here. This must be Tobias again getting back on his proper bike. Seems like he was having trouble clipping in there. Like, yeah, it is Tobias again. So he's probably on his dedicated bike now, putting the head unit back on. He had the head unit in his back pocket. Just pulled it out, clipped it right back in. Dave, thanks for the reminder. I went to use a washroom in an office building today, and it smelled like a horse barn. Yeah, downtown Seattle, guys. Like downtown, in the heart. I'm like, let's go for a walk. Let's look around. And it was hot. We were there in late August. Yeah, August 27th through the 2nd of September. Something like that. Nice heat wave coming through. It was beautiful. Oh, yeah, the aromas of the street urine. Delicious. Like, oh, my... Horrible. We stayed in an Airbnb right above a Target that's in downtown Seattle. Brandon Smith Rivera, the Colombian, over at the team car here. Drew saying Cubs or Twins in Denver would be my preferred teams to watch. I think the Twins are doing really good too, aren't they? I think so. I did watch their series against the Blue Jays. I think the Jays might have won one of those. Okay, Jays minor league A-ball team is Dunedin. I want to say Dunedin. It probably is Dunedin. These guys don't know how to pronounce it. I'd love to go to Florida, by the way. I've been checking out so much Florida stuff. Like, wow, Florida. I wish we had something like that in Canada. I know a lot of people say Florida's kind of weird, but it's beautiful. Lido Trek is at the front pulling. I've seen that. Tobias does have a teammate here with him right now. Back at the team. Let's just see who this is. We're going to start list here, guys. So Tobias is 101, 104. He has his brother with him. His brother, big bro, little bro, who's a couple seconds older than the other. Riding together, 101 and 104. Here's Bax and Atruba. They will be caught real quick here, guys. They're 17 seconds. Actually, the gap has opened. Yardi, Christian Vanderlee, and Anders Leknesen have pulled out 7 seconds on these two. And I think these two are managing to stay away from the main peloton right now. I need to refresh this. I think we've moved on a little bit from there. Yeah, we're on this kind of like plateau-y section before we bomb downhill again. We will be taking on the Côte d'Arif and the Côte de Chirav, followed up by the Wall one last time, guys. Guys, we're just doing this video today to get warmed up for all the racing that's coming. And I'm going to get into the daily grind again. Dudes, when it hits hard. It's going to be absolute banger of a season. I was kind of sitting around last night going, man, I miss all those Tour de France days, La Vuelta days when I was doing all that. NSN coming up on the sidewalk here, it looks like, trying to get up to the front. Lidl Truck pushing out. Decathlon now moving up too. Wow, this is really good here. These two that are chasing Yardi, Christian, and Leknesen, I don't think that's 17 seconds. I'm thinking that's like Yeah, Flow Bikes are showing 8 seconds. I was going to say 8 or 10 seconds, and it says 8 seconds right here. 35 back to the peloton. These two would be really smart to get back on board with the guys on the front. And the guys on the front should just dial it back a tiny bit. Let them get back with you. You're probably not going to survive by yourself. 4 of them might have a chance. They might have a chance. Der Kaiser, the big diesel, huge dude. Yeah, dude, he's so fast. And guys, go back and watch some of the Tour de France time trials from the past. Look at Jan Ullrich's hand position. His extension bars were pointing downwards. So he was like, when he was in the drop bars, the aero bars, he was actually like, the control on the bike must have been incredible. Drew saying, I ran a blog called Water Watch when I lived in Switzerland, met Pat McQuaid. Oh, that's right, Drew. You were involved with all the stuff. Yeah, guys, I think Drew was involved with, or knew of, Drew, let us know, in the whole drug situation that was going on at the time. And he wasn't involved in that way, if you get my saying. He didn't have a motorbike and drive around France following the tour. He didn't do that. Let's make the disclaimer alert, guys. But I think Drew was involved somewhat. I think he wrote papers on it. Drew, let us know. Arne Lundqvist was newly elected WADA vice president the day I met him. Ooh. Joe saying I took a photo of Hank Aaron in Milwaukee, his book signing. Aaron's asking, is it weird to feel pity for Jan Ullrich? I really like him. Dude, it was just the time. I really like him. He was one of my favorite cyclists at the time. And, guys, I felt the same way about Lance as I kind of do about Poggy. Like, he just shows up and wins and wins and wins and wins and wins. It kind of got boring. It's kind of like the same team winning over and over and over and over. I want someone else to win, so I'm always cheering for the dark horse. Drew saying, hurry up, I'm out the door in 50 minutes. Drew's got stuff to do. Carlos Alcaraz wins this year's Sportsman of the Year. That's from Eddie. Hammer and Hank, part namesake. He learned to hit with his hands in wrong position, but he credited that for making him a great hitter. Yeah, saying Drew was involved was a cruel dig. I went after Drew hard there. No, Drew was somehow... Drew, let us know. Or Drew knew a lot of the people that were involved with WADA. I'm positive Drew worked for them somehow or something. Guys, this is like a year back in my memory. Lidl Trek pushing hard. They got 3 riders. Okay, guys. Lidl Trek's brought their whole team to the front here. Lidl Trek pushing hard now. At least 6-7 riders up there. Seeing the 8th rider a little bit further back. Wow. Fields of yellow here already. Fields of yellow here already. Insane. We're just still brown here, guys. Just absolutely brown everywhere. And with more snow coming, fantastic. 29.5 kilometers to go, guys. It's going to be heating up hard now. Venga, exactly. Drew's got to get this one done in time. Actually, it's pretty windy out there too, guys. Looks like they got a nice tailwind right now. Let's check out the weather forecast here. No weather forecast. The banners on the side of the road are flapping around really strong. Okay, so maybe Drew was just doing like a blog and met some of these people. He says, well, after watching Floyd win, lose at Morzine in 2006, stage 17, I believe, 16 and 17, I've been writing on my first blog about Lance, but decided I could begin WADA Watch, like Human Rights Watch. Lidl Trek doing all the work on the front, guys. All of it. Those 4 are back together. And it says 27-second gap. I'm going to tell you if I think that's real. Yeah, that looks about right. So the 2 duos are back together. That's the only way they're going to survive. Just saw a rider on the side of the road here. Looks like he's having a mechanical. I'll see who can figure out who that is right away. Peloton really stretched out now, guys. There's a lot of riders just dangling off the back. If this road turns in the right direction, they could be shelled out due to the crosswinds. Not a super huge road we're on here. So it's mostly Lidl Trek, Ineos, and Soudal at the front here. Saying it's now 29-30 seconds here. Drew saying, and with my legal schooling, I thought that the basis for WADA's regime was badly created. Yeah, Drew, I know we went into this a lot last year with you living over there, right? Drew, were you like in Switzerland? I think you were right on the Swiss border. I'm positive it was you, Drew. Who is Trek working for? Well, let's take a look at Trek and see if we can see that. I would say Skelmos, maybe? Skelmos up that last climb? Or... Okay, let's take a look at Sudal here. See if I can figure out Drew's question here. Where's Sudal? Sudal, way down here. Sudal has juniorless surf here. He's a tiny climber too, 54 kilograms. Kind of does better at the end of the year from what I've seen. Vervaeke's here. Zana. Where is... I always have trouble with his name too. Van Eetvelt. So Trek here. It's got to be Skelmos. Skelmos has to be the main guy here for Trek. 4 riders, 30-second gap, guys. Eddie's saying the UCI will live stream only evening sessions in their YouTube channel for UCI Track Cycling World Cup round 2 and 3 in Malaysia. So yeah, once they live stream it, it's kind of hard for me to do something. Yeah, you know what's funny, Dave? I saw Lance, you know that one where he's in the US Postal Gear with that really long, goofy helmet that he had, time trialing? Yeah, one of the best time trials at the time. Horrible position on the bike, it looks like. Just, I don't know if it's horrible, but just, it was a different style. His back was not flat. He had a fully curved back, and he looked super crunched up on the bike. Yeah, just, you guys know what I'm talking about. So Langkawi has the green jersey as the GC leader due to sponsorship reason. Used to be a yellow jersey. Armstrong and Tickle. Who? Ticky Dick? Similar nurses? Who's that? Drew. The Landis case brought the callousness of the labs to the front. They were given a legal presumption that their work was perfect, but riders were presumed guilty. Dude, is Icarus still on Netflix? If so, I might watch that later today. Joe Mercado, watch Floyd Landis pulled the whole Criterion race 1 year at U.S. Nationals Championships. He was working for Robbie Ventura, U.S. Postal Service Team Generation. Yeah, I always like Floyd. Yeah, what is the Nixon effect? I'm wondering about that too, Dave. Matt's asking that question. Matt from Seattle. Matt, are you right in Seattle or... Guzzling coffee, guys. Guzzling coffee. And then getting some contracts done today. And having to let someone else know that they didn't get the property that they wanted. Just how it is, folks. Go find Wada Watch and read my amicus brief for Floyd. Okay, dude. Little light reading later today, guys. You need to go read Wada Watch. Let's bring back the blog. Bring back the blog. Drew, when was the last Wada Watch blog? Is it an old one, but we can still find it? Yeah, guys, picks for PCS today. Everyone's picking for Paul. Paul's just been hidden the whole race, guys. Haven't even really seen him. Mateus Skelmos is second. Lenny Martinez for Bahrain Victorious. Kevin Vauquelin for the Grenadiers. Romain Gregoire. These guys have all been like safely hiding in the peloton, not getting into any trouble. The only one that maybe has is Tobias with the mechanical. Remco. Was Remco even here? Was he here? Yeah, I guess he... You know what? I think Remco was signed up for it, and just they pulled him out. And we can find that out right here. If you come up here, if you look at updates... Yeah, right here. Remco was removed from the race as of 2 days ago. So you can see, you know, if you dig in deep, you can see who's being added and removed from which races. This is changing all the time. All the time. So obviously Matteo was removed from Fleche Wallone because of his crash. Also removed from Liège-Bastogne-Liège. Egan, as of Monday, I think, has just been added to the Giro. Remco removed from Fleche and the Tour of Turkey. That's another one that's coming up. Jai, look, they've added Jai. All these riders got added to Fleche Wallone. Oscar Only added to Tour of Romandy. Felix to Romandy. Lorenzo Fortunato to Romandy. Yeah, that's kind of where I go see what's going on in the world, guys. Dudes, 22.7 kilometers to go. It is blocked across the road right now, but it's like every team trying to get their riders up there. And here's something that was brought up earlier. I forget, maybe it was Aiden who answered the question. Philemon Demersman, the youngest winner. Eddie Merckx second. Hershey third. Hershey's here today. Giuseppe Cerrone and then Emile Masson Jr., 22. Paul would just obliterate the record. The record stood since 1936, guys. 90 years ago. Look at the change in Lance's riding style between Motorola and US Postal. It's huge. I'll have to take a look at that, Dave. But yeah, his US Postal, like, fully curved back. He seemed really crunched up on the bike. I mean, everything's changed, but it just looks so weird now watching it. Aaron saying the Tour that Lance beat Jan by 1:03, and Jan was riding the light blue Bianchi bike, was a banger. I remember that one time trial where Jan crashed, and I think he was going to end up destroying Lance in the time trial. He crashed at that little roundabout. Matt's a bit north of Seattle for now, but very close. Yeah, Matt, we did a bit of a tour, so we were downtown Seattle. We went north of Seattle. Can't really remember the names. Went over some big bridge and went out to some casino on the east side of Seattle. Like we were maybe half an hour out. Yeah, the Water Watch blog ended in 2011. I've lost access via email address lost. Okay, we're still talking about Nixon. I don't know who Nixon is either. Which Nixon are we talking about? Aronson, are we saying the riding style was caused by the drugs? No, dude, just the way they rode their bikes back then. Just he seemed really compressed on his bike and not stretched out enough. But he was one of the best time trials at the time. Outside of when Miguel Indurain passed him, looked like he was going twice his speed. There's a really cool old video. Yeah, drugs are only one. Oh, we got a crash here, guys. Two-door picnic, two picnic riders, Ineos rider, Visma bike rider. They're almost down in the greenhouses that are down on the side of the road here. Caja Rural rider. 6 riders involved in this crash. Mark Hershey, he's one of them. Hershey's down, and he's not up off the pavement yet, guys. Looks like a team, guys, just at him now. Brandon Rivera down true for Ineos Grenadiers here. Very fast time trialist. 4 riders still in our break with 25 seconds, guys. Matty Mahoric says here for Bahrain Victorious is at the front of the peloton pulling now. Yeah. Okay, let's see the crash, how it happened here. Oh, they were all just over on the far side. I think they were trying to creep up around the left-hand side of the road. There's some gravel there, and I think they just kind of touched wheels and went down. Okay, another overhead shot here. How does this happen? Overhead shot. Ooh, Hershey went down first, guys, and he hit the ground freaking hard. Looks like he might have touched wheels. His front wheel went down, caused him to bump into the Visma rider who went flying off into those almost went into the greenhouses. They were like a low greenhouse on the side of the road, on the left-hand side of the road. Just basically popped his bike right off the road. So I think that was probably just an accident, a riding accident by Mark Hershey, I believe. Now, there was 2 two-door riders there, so maybe it was his teammate. Yeah, Drew, right there. Lance did lose all that weight during his cancer sessions, his cancer phase for his cancer therapies, chemotherapy. So went away, before that, when he won the World Championships, he was kind of a stocky dude. Big, powerful dude. Not tall. Oh, we've got a Chris Froome happening here. There's an Ineos Grenadier rider running down the road right now. Who is this? Number 15. He's running his bike down the road, a la Froome. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable, dudes. It's Axel Lawrence, number 15, running his bike down the road. Are you kidding me? So what happened to him? Why is he running his bike? Anders Leknessem going solo, guys. Anders Leknessem going solo. Camera's really just sitting here on the peloton right now. 5 seconds back to Yardi Christian and backs. Further 10 seconds back from the front to Jakob Truba. Leknessem is going solo here, guys. Ooh, handing out bottles here across other riders. This could cause an accident right here. Seeing my first Unibet Rose Rocket of the day. Oh, we're talking about Richard Nixon. That's who we're talking about. Okay, I wasn't sure if we were. Oh, Dave's saying at one of the last Tour de France, Lance got destroyed by Raul Alcala. Dude, I love that guy. Loved Raul Alcala from Mexico. I think his highest finish at the Tour, I think he finished 4th one year. Tim Wellens has abandoned the race. A pound of flesh in flesh. Yeah, dude's on. Peloton's now picking up the survivors of the breakaway. Jakob Truba will be picked up right away. Yeah, mechanical problem for Axel's finally showing up. Yeah, running his bike down the road. Oh, thoughts on the bad beef arguments. Oh, yeah, the beef was contaminated. Oh, and we've got riders down again on the climb here itself. On the climb itself, looks like it's the a ref we're still on here. Unibet, Rose Rockets, EF, Astana, and Tudor again. 4 riders here untangling their bikes. The Rose Rocket rider, he's limping. He looks gibbled right now. Gibbles over to the side, left knee, right knee. Another Tudor rider pulls over right away to give his assistance help to his teammates, then moves on. They probably have it all set up like, hey, dude, I can see it in the team bus. Like, hey, dude, you know, you always got to be near him in case there's a bike problem. You know, so when you see him, you pull over, help him. They probably all have like a riding buddy, like you're the dedicated bike guy for him. Depending on the race, and it probably changes like every race. Imagine being Poggy's dedicated bike guy. I wonder who that would be. Probably maybe it's Narvaez or something. You have to stick with him all the way, all the time. Yeah, so it's Yanis Voissard. Dude, this guy won a race early this year. Yanis Voissard, I think he won a Lula. Did he win a Lula? No, he won a stage at a Lula. It was that climb at the end, and it was like, who's this guy? 6 overall in the GC at the Lula Tour. So he just crashed. Probably like a dedicated or protected rider. That's why that other Tudor rider probably quickly pulled over, stopped, said something to him, and then continued on. So Yanis Voissard, Diego Alisi, James Shaw, and Clement Venturini for the Unibet Rose Rockets. Anders Leknessem now has 12 seconds here. He's got the Shimano wheelbarrow assistance bike right behind him. It's just wheels, though. I think Poggy got fried for that a little bit, for saying that about the Shimano neutral service. Yeah, no Wellens, no Alaphilippe. What is going on? They're all out. Whitley Bay Massive into house. Okay, what have I missed, you guys? Okay, just reading, guys. Yeah, Axel Lawrence for Ineos was doing the Froome, running up the road. Probably did more of a Froome than Froome did. Whitley Bay's here, LMF 25. Pitters won today at Tour de Alps. We watched that, dude. We actually covered the very end of that one. And, dude, I only saw the highlights for yesterday's race. Yeah, Aaron's right. Maybe Pitters lost 6 mins to go on the break today. Like, hey, man, I'm not going to win the race, so I'm just going to lose a bunch of time. They'll let me go. Let me win a stage. Tour of Turkey starts on Tuesday, in 2 days. I thought it started on Tuesday. Anyways. Yeah, standard team strategies. Keep a teammate with a team leader with similar bike setup. Joe Mercado, Del Toro is... you're right, dude. Del Toro. That's his guy. Although at Tour de France last year, but Del Toro wasn't there, I don't think. Yeah, he wasn't there. Narvaez was Poggy's main dude. Poggy bike guy. Blue neutral support bike in Paris-Roubaix. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Groupama. Groupama sends 3 riders to the front. I thought it was Decathlon at first, but it's Groupama. FDJ. They are at the front right now. And going around the corner, they've opened up some gaps. I wonder if we got some crosswinds happening here. Peloton completely stretched out at 15.5 kilometers to go. So from the front of the race, Leknessund, it's 25 seconds back to a duo of Bax and Vanderlee. And then it's a further forward. It's 40 seconds in total from Leknessund back to the Peloton. I think they're going to have to start working here hard now, guys. Watching Leknessund climb, there is quite a strong crosswind coming over his right shoulder. He's on this little bit of a climb here right now. Where is he? So just this little bump here, this little pimple in between the 2 climbs of the day. He's taking a look over his shoulder. He can see them. They're at the very bottom of the climb, catching Bax and Vanderlee right now. I would say there's only a few hundred meters between these 2 groups. Maybe half a kilometer, 500 meters, something like that. Peloton pushing hard now. They're just pulling up on the wheels of this surviving duo. Leknessund, the only man still out there. By himself. I think there's going to be counterattacks right away, guys. Yeah, it's going to implode. There'll be probably an implosion here at the next climb, too. It's my guess. 14.5 kilometers to go here. Oh, Drew's saying his blog that he wrote, the amicus brief I wrote, was included in Floyd's doctor's data dump PDF he offered to anyone smart enough to delve deep. We're going to be delving. Let's do some delving. And he's saying Yanis was number 3 in the GC at the Tour of Langkawi last year. Yeah, dude, like the first time I saw his name was at Alula this year. LMF, surely Pitters would be trying for GC. I know you'd think at the Tour of the Alps, but he won today. Let's see what happens in the race. I mean, but if he's 6 minutes down, Drew's saying this should end by 8:25 in the morning, Colorado and Calgary. That's right, dude. We will be done, yeah, by 8:30 this morning. Then I can start sending out some texts, sending out some emails, sending over some contracts to get signed, doing some advertising. Oh, yeah, the Paris-Roubaix, Jasper, MVDP, different clip setups. Yeah, Drew, exactly. I know nothing of Say How yet right now. He's just waiting. He's lurking. Could be the youngest winner ever. But they got to dial back Leknessund first. They are on a big downhill right now. They're probably not going to pull back much in the next little bit. Next climb is 1.4 kilometers at 7.6%. Leknessund here, Andreas Leknessund. Let's take a look back at his 2025 here. 23rd in the Tour of Britain, 13th in the Arctic Race of Norway, 57th at the Tour de France. Is good at going in long breaks. He was in 3 long breakaways at the Tour de France. 86K on the Mont Ventoux stage, 98K on the Carcassonne stage, and 153K on stage 2. Wow, that seems like a lifetime ago I did that. He's first at the men's road race for Norway, second in the individual time trial. This dude can ride solo. 33rd at the Dauphiné. Let's just see his Liège-Bastogne-Liège last year, guys. He finished 17th place overall. And the week before that, at Fleche Wallone, he was 73rd. Did go on a big break that day too, probably similar today. You know, that big early break, got away. Hopefully it pays off for him. So, strong rider up front. He's going to have to do a lot of work to try to hold these guys off right now. Here's a little quick look at the Côte de Chirave. 1.4K at 7.6%. A little steep section right in the middle that's over 10%. Between meters 600 and 900. There's a 300 meter section that's quite steep. Flattens out at the top. And back to the chitty chat. Yeah, Hershey's gone too. Like Hershey might be injured for a bit here, guys. He was looking pretty rough on the side of the road there. The race is wide open. And he's saying that the UCI will live stream the track sessions, the evening sessions, in their YouTube channel. Dude, I wonder if I can watch their YouTube channel and do something over top of it. I don't even know if I can do that. Like, what can I get away with? I don't know. Drew, I need your lawyer assistance here. 5 months before the start of Tour Langkawi. So what are we, September? Don't even know. Kirkland jeans, the right attire for some jobs. Yes. Yeah, they really pull that gap down. They're flying right now. That whole peloton chase, it was like 42 seconds. It's now down to 20. They're dragging him back really fast. Decathlon now at the front. And Paul sitting second wheel, guys. Paul is sitting second wheel right now. That looks like Paul to me. 3 Decathlon riders at the front. A couple of UAE riders lurking. Kofidis coming here as well. Let's just take a look at Kofidis. Who they got here? Kofidis, Alex Aramburu, Ion Izagirre, his last year of racing. Dylan Toynes, Jan Maas. I've seen nothing of Movistar today. I think it's her... Okay, there's my first rider over here on the right-hand side. I've picked Uterbrooks for my team. There is one Eritrean rider here today. The name I can't say. Is there just one Eritrean rider? Where's Benny? Benny's definitely not here. Who is here for NSN? George Bennett, Canadian Cote, Marco Frigo, Gilmore, Lutsenko, Pau Marti, we've discussed him before, and Christ Nylands. Valentin Perry-Pontrier, he might be doing something up that final climb too. Dude, it's good. It might come down to the last kilometer of the race. They're all sitting here nice together. None of the big GC guys, outside the ones that have crashed, or the climbers are going to get dropped on the second to last climb of the day. It's all going to come down to the wall at the end. So it's going to be an absolute smash fest, Watts apocalypse, mother of all bombs going up the wall for the very last time, guys. Arm flicks coming through here for everyone. Get up here. Lidl Trek kind of starting to form something on the left-hand side. Decathlon on the right. Groupama moving up now here too. Groupama and Decathlon should get together and work. 2 French teams. 4 riders for Decathlon here now at the front. NSN doing a little bit of work on the back there. Visma Lisa Bike trying to move their riders up to the front here. I think that's a Luxembourg rider there. Could be the French champion, I'm not sure. Where is Kosnefra? Dude, a couple of UAV riders there. Can't tell who they are right now. The new professor. Is he a professor? If we crash our $19,000 road bike, is there insurance for that? Yeah, I'd like to know that too. Dude, I'm thinking about getting a new bike. Yeah, thinking about it. 9 kilometers to go, guys. 9 kilometers according to Flow Bikes here. Leknesson still riding, holding his 20-second gap here on the downhill. I didn't expect a lot of time to come back. I think this gap is going to come down huge at the finish here on this climb coming up. Dude, I don't know, like new to me or I'm not doing brand new. Eddie's saying it's the 30th edition of the Tour Langkawi. Technically the 31st editions, but okay, so there was one cancellation for COVID. Yeah, COVID, go away. Aaron saying, yes, you can get insurance, and the premium depend on usage and if you need it for employment. Dude, exactly. Kian Uterbrooks, the man of unrealized potential. I think there was a race last year after Burgos. Might have been Croatia or something. He did really well at that race. I need to refresh my memory here about that from last year. Quickly, Uterbrooks. He was battling with Junior Le Surf last year at that race. Not the Guangxi. Okay, it might have been Slovak. He got 5th in that race. The Czech Tour, he got 2nd. Tour de l'Ain, however you say that, 1st place at that race. It's probably the Czech Tour. Bet you if I look at the GC, Junior Le Surf is right up there. Yeah, Junior Le Surf won it. I think it was the final climb. And it was Uterbrooks. I think it was Uterbrooks that was way up the road by himself, and he just got swarmed at the finish line. Because I thought he was going to win the race overall. I'm not sure if any of you guys were around for that. Yeah, take a look at the profile. There was this wall at the end at that race. So yeah, he was on a different team last year. He was Visma Lisa Bike. And has gone to be Movistar's GC rider, I guess. Hopefully it pays off for them. Okay, Leknesson's sitting up now, guys. Goes for a sip of his bottle, whips it away. He found out there was nothing left in it. He knows his breakaway is done. They are on him now. Jaco Alula at the front. Yeah, you can see their purple jerseys. 3 or 4 riders from them. And I'm thinking I'm seeing a Movistar rider coming right now. Not sure who that is. It is a Movistar rider. Decathlon Groupama. Jaco's up there. One lone Movistar rider who keeps looking back, probably for a teammate. Like, where are you, dude? We're in position. Let's go. Now Visma goes on the attack. A Visma rider coming up the road here quickly now. As they catch, they're all going to start counterattacking. Is this Sepp? Is Sepp here? For Visma, it's not Sepp. Could be Axel Zonglé. Could be Ben Tullet. It's kind of who I'd expect it to be. And guys, instantly riders out the back here. 1 kilometer climb. 6.5 kilometers to finish. We still have the big daddy of the day coming up, guys, for the 3rd time. Decathlon UAE at the front here. Drew, I see your question again there. Yeah, dude, I thought someone else would answer. But yeah, someone else was talking about some new group. I think it's a Chinese manufacturer, I think, isn't it? Maybe it was Dave talking about it. Dave saying Frankenbike 2 is on the drawing boards and in the shop. Valentin Perripont. He may win, but we will not see him as he is a ghost. Yeah, he's hiding. Oh, okay. Aaron's asking, have you seen that Ricca Fricatello won recently? Dude, where did he win just recently? I think I saw it. Like through the week or... Yeah, dude, let me know. Drew's saying it's a very cool group. Might investigate them as a new neo-retro build coming up. Any Danny Martinez sightings? Dude, on the front right now, we got 4 decathlon riders. There's this one Movistar rider we're working with him. I can't tell who it is. Bauke's gone. Anders Leknesson, the guy that was in the breakaway, he's gone. And here's a Soudal rider. Is this Valentin Perripont? It is. Valentin Perripont. Oh, he's got like 5 o'clock shadow, beyond 5 o'clock shadow. He's out the back already. He's not having a good day, guys. Trying to see who this rider's. EF sends 3 riders to the front. Magnus Court there. That has to be Magnus. I can see the stash. And you know what, bros? You know what? This stash. Okay, it's not Magnus Court. Who is it then? Some guy with a big stash. It's not Greasy either. I wanted to point out that Magnus Court's stash is not Greasy, but it's not even Magnus Court. So who is it? It's a nice stash too. Unless I was just fantasizing about mustaches there. Probably could have happened. Okay. When the job is done, we'll send Colin for the photos. We'll send Colin the photos for the bike. Yeah, Dave, send them to me for sure. Just DM me anything, guys. You can always find me on Facebook, somewhere, YouTube. Send me a message. I'll send you my phone number, whatever you guys want. Dave's saying his K2 build will have campy rear mech. Coming around for 709er. Phase 3, folks. We're in Phase 3. Guys, we're over the second last climb of the day. You can see we've bombed over now. We're going to drop downhill for a little bit. We're probably 5 kilometers to finish. We are 5.3 kilometers to the finish here. Yeah, look at this here. This is why I said it too. 8% of the PCS game players picked Valentin Perripont in their team today. He's out the back. He was struggling up that climb. So maybe today just a little bit too long for him with his conditioning. Red Bull on the front with 2 riders. EF, Decathlon, Visma, the usual players up here, guys. Flat section, and it's going to be an all-out attack up the wall. Jan Tratnik is pulling for Red Bull. EF's there. EF's got 3 riders here. Let's take a look at EF quickly, guys. Let's take a look at EF. They got 3 riders that all look like they're up to something. Yeah, Alex Baudin, perhaps. Alex Baudin would be my pick for this team. Just did really well at the Basque Country, 9th place. So I'd say Alex Baudin is feeling good today. I'm not sure who the other 2 riders are right now. Decathlon, though, with Paul. Guys, I am starving right now. Dave's going with a wide range, 9-speed cassette, 1 chainring. Saw a sweet-looking red crank set. Oh, Drew has a 1981 Mercian frame awaiting some cash flow. Gonna run through the valley. I think that's a song. Yeah, they are down in the valley now. Here's a profile at the end, guys. We can see we get to 12, 15, and 13% gradients. The last 600 meters are over 12% all the way up the wall. I want to give this a refresh here. 3.5 kilometers to go. See, we're in the flat valley section now. There's lots of looking around from the front. Everyone's looking back like, okay, where's my teammates? Am I doing my job right? So much looking back here. They're trying to see like, okay, did he get on our wheel? Is he in position? They're doing their job up front. They're maybe looking for assistant or making, like, where's my teammate that I need to lead up this hill? Bovrin Victorious starts lurking. Sudal lurking on the right-hand side. I can see Mauro Schmidt right now in his Swiss jersey, Swiss Champions jersey. He's very easy to spot. EF, though, 3 riders there. The same 3 riders been there the whole time. Under 3 kilometers to go. NSN quickly sends 2 riders front. Right up the left-hand side through the walking part of the road. Little kind of side run of the hard shoulder. They just flip 2 riders straight up to the front. For NSN, 1 UAE rider. That's all I'm seeing. May not be a UAE's kind of day. Tim Wellens is gone. I don't know if he crashed out or not. Ruben's here. Ruben, welcome back, dude. Ruben's in the mix, dude. How's the riding going? Guys, Ruben here. I ride with him. I used to ride with him a lot on Ruby. I haven't touched Ruby in a long time, guys. I only ride Zwift inside now. Hey, Ruben, I'm getting ready to go back outside soon. I'm getting ready to start riding my bike outside again. The roads are pretty quiet here, so I can do it. I want to start riding my TT bike all the time. Don't look back in anger, I heard them say. Dude, that sounds like a song lyric too. Yeah, a little less now. Yeah, dude, I don't even touch Ruby right now. I haven't updated it. If I'm riding inside, guys, it's only on Zwift. Groupama, man, they've been present a lot at the front today here. Is Gregoire here? I think Gregoire is here, and I think I might have picked him for my fantasy league. He is here. So, Gregoire, they're probably riding for him today. Kevin Janitz is one of the guys that crashed earlier. That is a Luxembourg rider, isn't it? Yes, it is. We were talking about Luxembourg earlier, and the Schlecks. And here goes a Groupama rider off the front right now with 1.5 Ks to go, guys. 1.5 Ks to go. We have an attack by Ewan Koschew for Groupama FDJ. Opens up a quick 20 meters. Coming through the big roundabout. Red Bull chasing him. A second Groupama rider lurking. 2 riders of EF still at the front. Dude, they are starting the wall very soon. The wall is only 1.4 kilometers long, but it averages 9.1%. The worst part of the wall is at the very finish. The last 600 meters, 12, 15, 13% altogether. Koschew will be caught. He's already pulled off. He's already pulling off because he goes, oh, they're coming way too fast for me. Here goes an unnamed decathlon rider. Who do you think this is, folks? 1 NSN rider going with him. Bahrain Victorious rider there too. I've got no idea of the number. No, he's off already too. That rider had a mechanical. He comes to a standstill. He can barely pedal his bike. I saw him shaking his head here like, I just can't do it. Like, was that Paul? No, it wasn't Paul. But that rider definitely had a huge mechanical there. I don't know if he slipped his chain when he dropped to the low ring because he was just spinning like crazy. Shook his head, pulled over to the side of the road. Here is Paul at the front, number 61. I'm not going to look at this anymore, guys. I'm only looking here. 750 meters to go. We have a Visma Lisa bike rider. Paul Astana's there as well. 1 UAE rider present, number 41. That's Cosnefroy. Groupama's there as well. That must be Romain Gregoire. That's got to be Ben Tullett right here. It's got to be Ben Tullett. Dudes, I got to look at this for a second here. I think decathlon here. Yep, that's Paul for sure. 41 is Benoit Cosnefroy for sure. They're all hanging out together, guys. Still 600 meters to go. This is the hardest part here right now. Caharuel rider right there, automatically slipping back. Mauro Schmidt coming up hard on the left-hand side of the road. Mauro Schmidt riding for Jaco Lewis, Swiss champion here. He's more of a time trialist. I believe that's Mauro Schmidt. Usually they don't do their team national championships till late June, the week before the Tour de France. Decathlon Paul's out of the saddle here. We're 4 hours and 35 minutes in the race. Yeah, it is so steep here, guys. So steep. Decathlon, Visma, and Cosnefroy there as well. I think Gregoire's back in about 6th spot. I think I saw 2 riders from Bahrain Victorious. Got to think it's Bilbao and Martinez. One rider, that's a Soudal rider there. One rider for Bahrain Victorious there. So we're going to see one of those names there. Paul going to the front here. It is Ben Tullett with him. That doesn't surprise me at all. Ben Tullett just sitting on Paul's wheel. Can he do an attack at the very finish here? Not going to look here, guys. I know it's a bit ahead. Paul's out of the saddle, attacking now, guys. Just puts an instant gap into Tullett. A quick 8 to 10 meters there into Tullett right away. Paul's looking back. Do I got this? Do I got this? Tullett's second. Looks like Cosnefroy's third. And I believe Mauro Schmidt's in 4th place right now. Mauro Schmidt coming past Tullett. Cosnefroy putting an attack here at the end. Paul takes the victory, guys. Mauro Schmidt, if he does this, this will be incredible. 2nd place, Tullett 3rd, Cosnefroy 4th. Rider from Lido Trek 5th, then EF. That must be Skelmos. And then I have to figure out who that is in 6th place here, guys. They're crossing the finish line. Heads dropping. Man, that is a brutal finish here up the wall. The Mur de Huy. So here, they've got Seha winning. Paul is now the youngest winner ever. In 90 years since the record was set in 1936, Paul takes it. Cosnefroy, first person to come over to congratulate him. Awesome stuff, guys. Here's Paul, 19 years old. And we'll take a look at... I mean, nice job by Cosnefroy, too. I think Cosnefroy's 30 years old. Here he is. But guess what? He's another French dude. They're happy. Yeah, and it was Mauro Schmidt there. Mauro Schmidt hanging with the climbers at the end of the race here. Unbelievable. Wow, there's so much stuff going on here. The professor, because of his glasses. Oh. Ruben's got the bad sciatica again. Yeah, dude. Ruben, good to see you, dude. Let's chat on Discord one of these days, Ruben. We'll have a call. Ruby. Okay, I'm just going to try to get through this all, guys. Paperboying about to happen. Yeah, the wall is great, dudes. Okay, painful. The top tube isn't okay when Dave had his little incident. Yeah, baby. That finale was brutal. Justin Timberlake crowd. Yeah, I'm getting sexy back. Exactly. We got Justin Timberlake cranked. Yeah, dude, Ruben, let's have a chat one of these days, man. It's been way too long. We're just looking at Benoit Cosnefroy here. He was the first guy to come over to congratulate Paul, his countryman from France. Noticing that PCS is quite slow right now. Everyone's jumping on board to look at stuff. So yeah, there's Paul, guys. Just broke a 90-year-old record. Is the hype real, guys? Is the hype real? What's going to happen at the Grand Tours, though? Like, I mean, I think the hype's real, but he's got to do a 3-week race. He's yet to do a 3-week race. Can he hang with Poggy on those long, long climbs? I need to see that, too. I need to see it. Is he the next Poggy? Drew's getting out the door right away. That's hell of a finish for a race tougher than the Velodrome in Roubaix for Matt. Is Cosnefroy on the start line for Liège-Bastogne-Liège? Yes, he is, dude. I'm actually stuck on Benoit's page right now. Over on the right-hand side here, 4 days from now, well, it just disappeared. 4 days from now, he will be at Liège-Bastogne-Liège. So he is there. So Cosnefroy could be looking good for that. Yeah, Drew, see you on Sunday. Have fun. Horner is going to go nuts tonight. Yeah, guys, so that's going to be our next race coming up. I'll probably be off till then. I could do a Tour of the Alps one day. I think I might do that, guys, because we still got more stages of the Tour of the Alps coming. Tom Pidcock won it this morning. We got Paul here winning today at the Fleche Wallone. Broke a 90-year-old record today. Mauro Schmidt getting second place. I think that's pretty awesome for him. Bentel at third. Let's plan for Liège-Bastogne-Liège this Sunday. I got work stuff to do. I'll probably be in Drumheller. Oh yeah, I got to think about that. I was going to do like a tenants open house. Like, get here, put your applications in, and I'll let you know. So, dudes, I'm going to get ready to jump here. Let me read the last few comments. Great time today. Let's get on it. Yeah, Liège-Bastogne-Liège will be tough. That's the last spring monument, guys. The last one of the year being the Lombardia way in October. So, dudes, yeah, we will be there for that. Guys, thanks for joining me today. I'm jumping right now to get my day started. Colin here, Inside Cycling World.